Hello everybody, what's up? Welcome to a new thing we're doing today. So I have something that I wanted to cover, I guess, a little bit differently. It is kind of Bloons TD6, but it's not me playing Bloons TD6. If you don't know, yesterday, OneEyedDeacon did a 108-18 run at GDQ. If you don't know GDQ, I think it's a tri-yearly event. So I think they do awesome GDQ. I think they have a winter one, a summer one. Like, basically, Games Done Quick happens every single year, at least once, and they're a charity live streaming event that's been around for a long time. They're pretty cool. I mean, for a long time, I know people had issues because they wouldn't allow, certain people couldn't say certain things. Obviously profanity is either banned or kept to a minimum, like things like that, and people. And all that. I don't know. I'm not going to get into the whole history of GDQ. I like GDQ. I actually have lots of positive things to say about them. I don't know all their controversies, but as far as I know, GDQ is a pretty good organization. They do well, and they have a lot of money that goes to charity. I just skip here just to show you, like, just this year alone, they've already raised $550,000 for the AGDQ section of the 2026 of this section. This thing that they're doing, the awesome GDQ, because it's different than their other GDQs. I don't know if that same amount, I think they change, like, that resets every single time they do it, every seasonal change. I don't know the ins and outs. I'm just trying to give an intro. Okay, welcome. I wanted to cover this because I've actually never seen a BTD6 speedrun. I'm just going to give you guys a little history about me. I used to do speedrunning. I had an old channel. I used to do anime games. I actually was the #1 in the world for a couple different games. I used to do anime games. I did like a couple Naruto games. I did a couple like One Piece games. I did some like Full Metal Alchemist games. So like I have a long history and experience with speedrunning, but I kind of gave all that up a while back. It might be something I might do again one day, but I just kind of decided to just cut ties and just stop doing it because it's just, I don't know. I just, my heart wasn't in it at the time. So I didn't stick with it. I probably should have at least kept my runs publicly available, but I digress. But I want to cover this because speedrunning has been something that's been kind of in my background for years. I've been speedrunning I've speedrun a bunch of different games since The Last of Us Left Behind. So The Last of Us Left Behind is it's a DLC from The Last of Us, which is a really amazing game. If you have a chance to ever play The Last of Us, I highly recommend it. I played it on the original PlayStation 3 when it first released, and it is by far one of my favorite, I would say PlayStation. It was PlayStation exclusive, I think, when it was released, but it's one of my favorite Naughty Dog games ever. I liked it. I played The Last of Us 2 this year finally, and it did not stand up, in my opinion. It did not stand. It couldn't stand on the same podium as the first one. The first one was just, God, it was just such a good game, such an amazing story. And The Last of Us Left Behind was the DLC that was released for that game, and I actually speedran Left Behind in 2014, as soon as the DLC came out. And I think I got like 27 minutes or something. It wasn't a great time. I never submitted it, but my point is, that was my first ever speedrun, and that was 12 years ago. And ever since then, I've been speedrunning on and off, and so I love speedrunning. I think it's a fantastic thing. And I'm really happy to kind of cover this. I've not seen this run. I do not know what OneEyedDeacon did. I don't know like what his strategies were, but I do know this. I know this because I read one of the comments. You can see my comment here. It's great to see BTD6 get some love at GDQ, and then I also gave Deacon a little nice run, even though I haven't seen the run. I really hope that they don't see this and they're like, he said it was a nice run. He didn't even watch it. I swear I'm watching it. I just, the way YouTube works is you got to give a comment before you watch the video. That's just how everybody knows that's how it works. But I saw someone mention here, I thought Dark Dungeons was harder than Quad and Ouch. Is it easier? It was a question, right? They were asking. But I think Dark Dungeon may make an appearance. Quad may make an appearance. All that jazz. I don't know what the speedrun entails, to be honest with you. I don't know if they go through like every single map. Obviously, I'm sure OneEyedDeacon will explain that, but I don't know what maps will make a showcase, because I think a full run would probably be like It'd probably be like 12 hours or something, maybe even longer, because you'd have to go through every game mode. And I'm talking like black border, obviously. But if you wanted a black border every map, that would be, I mean, longer than that. That'd probably be like a 40, 50-hour run, actually, because it'd probably take you an hour at least for every single map. Because on top of that, you would have to manage your monkey knowledge, and this would have to be on a brand new account or a brand new copy of the game. So I mean, yeah, there'd be a lot to go into just like that type of game or that type of run. Yeah, I don't know. It's a little different. Hopefully you'll still stick around with me and hang out with me for like probably like an hour and a half probably. I'm not gonna just play this and not talk, but I hope you'll stick around with me. And if not, I promise to have a video for you out tomorrow. How about that? Sound good? Okay. Anyways, let's get started with the run. I'm very excited to see this.
Hello,
I'm very excited to see what OneEyedDeacon did.
Yeah, this is Bloons Tower Defense 6, actively owned and maintained by Ninja Kiwi, who sent me merch for this game, so thank you.
Bro, hey Ninja Kiwi, you guys gave me a creator code. Can I get some merch? I like the hat. Can I get a hat? Thanks.
Thank you to them. They sent me this hat, this shirt, and some other stuff.
Oh, they sent in the hat, dude. See, look at that. Also, I see you OneEyedDeacon using the super monkey icon there, huh? Bro got more money than I got. Insane. Okay, crazy.
I'll let my co-commentator introduce himself as well.
Yeah, I'm David. I play this game.
Oh.
Speedrun it, but I play it.
There's also a few other things. Okay, all true expert chimps. That's what it is. Did it say that? No, it doesn't. I thought I saw that somewhere. All true expert chimps. I don't know. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I thought I read that somewhere else, but oh, that was another thing I was going to say. I don't know if... Bits Close. Yeah, it's actually down there. I was going to mention that. Admiral Brickle skin. So, another thing that GDQ does is they allow people to donate money for incentives. So, things like you can... if a certain amount of money is reached, then a certain skin will be used. Or just like as an example in other games, right? Like, for instance, like I think in Sekiro, you don't have to... I just say this because that's like the most recent speedrun I watched. But in Sekiro, you have to fight bosses. Like, you don't have to fight every boss, but there's also like certain bosses, like if an incentive is met, then they could fight those bosses plus extra bosses. So like it makes the run longer, or it changes how the run is operated. I used to do some like Resident Evil 3 speedrunning, and funny thing about it, I remember there was one incentive because I was watching a bunch of Resident Evil 3 speedruns, and a lot of the Resident Evil 3 incentives that I saw were basically like skins for Jill. So like skins are a huge thing that don't like change how the run's performed or timed, but it does change like how you may not see like a normal run done, like using a skin or whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah. You get me? You feel me?
I believe there were some bid wars for this, if you want to...
That's right. And all right, do you want all of them now, or do you want just the first one?
Oh, I guess he's...
them now, thank you.
Okay, so it looks like he may be using different heroes. Based on what I'm seeing at the bottom, maybe Etienne, Brickle, maybe Gwen. I don't know why Gwen's highlighted, so he may be using her. I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
All right, so Gwendolyn is going to be the Harlequin.
Let's go! Yo, I'm all for the Harlequin. I love Harlequin.
To be the Bookworm.
Let's go. My favorite Etienne skin too.
Admiral Brickle is going to be Admiral Brickle.
Okay.
Perfect.
And Geraldo is going to be the Gentle Monkey Gadget.
Nice. I actually like that one. I don't have Geraldo, but I do like that one.
Everyone, and thank you so much for donating.
Yo, OneEyedDeacon, do a Corvus only run. All right. I don't know, dude. I feel like I'm the I haven't even made any Corvus videos, but I feel like I play Corvus so much now in like my private games, and just clearing out maps and stuff. Like I literally am just the Corvus guy in my head, my own head.
A great cause. So
it does, by the way. For anyone who is curious, GDQ is still going on. This is not over. GDQ is still going on. So if you do want to support GDQ, go check them out. I highly recommend it. If you don't want to go to their website or anything, that's completely fine. You can go check out their. They don't link it here for some reason. Why do you not link it here? I'm not logged into to this. Where's your Twitch account? YouTube? Yeah, I guess they do have. I guess I could have went to YouTube. Yeah. So they're live right now. So yeah, GDQ. I guess they multi-stream.
Just beat them.
Yeah. Oh my God, they're doing Final Fantasy, right? No, this is Armored Core. Why did I think this was Final Fantasy? This isn't Final Fantasy. Why did I think this was Final Fantasy? What is it? Anyways, they're streaming right now. Yeah, Armored Core. I've actually never played Armored Core. I don't like. Oh.
Speaking of money,
Yo, good job. I don't know what you did. Good job. God, this run looks interesting though. Why am I getting a notification? Oh, someone liked my Mahalik comment. Let's go. Okay. Yeah. So, anyways, go check them out. I recommend it. Normally they have a Twitch link. Oh, here it is. Yeah. So they do have a Twitch link. This is where I always watch them is over on Twitch, just because they're kind of like a lot bigger over there. But they also have information. They have like all this. So they are currently working with the Prevent Cancer Foundation. And you can find out all the information here. I'll link the socials, their Twitch and their YouTube in the description. Go check them out. Yeah. But yeah, they're still going on. So this is not like a one-time deal. This is not recorded. This is all live. Or for them, it's live. I'm not live. I'm sitting in my room alone, recording.
You have to place down monkey
Harlequin.
Them, so conceptually
I love Harlequin.
Very simple. In practice, a little less simple.
Okay.
There are 83 maps. You can do this on segmented between beginner, intermediate, advanced, and expert. We're going to focus specifically on the expert maps. In particular, we're going to focus on 4 of them. Those 4 being Ravine, Bloody Puddles.
Oh my God, bro. No, dude. OneEyedDeacon, dude. You should have went tar pits. Why didn't you go tar pits and just oh my God, that would have been hilarious if he just like pulled out one day randomly and was like, hey, I'm the first like tar pits chimps, and he didn't tell anybody, and he just randomly pulled out like, oh yeah, here's a tar pits chimps run, just like surprised everybody, and they're like, what do you mean? That's impossible. All right, so we're doing Ravine.
In particular, we're going to focus on 4 of them. Those 4 being Ravine, Bloody.
We're doing Bloody Puddles. Oh, I thought he said Muddy Puddles. Okay, Bloody Puddles is harder than Muddy Puddles, I think.
Bloody Puddles, Quad, and...
Okay, we're doing Quad. Quad's pretty good. Quad's easy. I'll say Quad is easier than Bloody Puddles and Ravine. Ravine is annoying. Ravine is horrible. Ravine so far is the most annoying for me.
And #ouch.
And then Ouch, yeah, of course. Ouch is... I would say Ouch is annoying, but only in the higher level. Like, it's easy on easy, it's easy on medium, easy on hard. But then once you get to, like... I say that. I shouldn't say that, because I haven't even beat it on... I don't even think I've beat it on hard yet, but the easy and medium were so easy. And I pretty much know what to expect from hard. But I think once you get to, like, chimps and stuff, it's probably pretty challenging for, like, certain strategies.
These are the 4 hardest maps in the game, so we call them true expert maps. We're going to start.
Okay, I don't know how Quad it. That's also not entirely true. OneEyedDeacon, tar pits. You're not talking about tar pits, my guy. You got to talk about tar pits. I just sound like I'm saying carpets. But Quad, really? I guess Quad is kind of up there. I've only played Quad like 2 or 3 times, and I've had no issues with it. Maybe like it is like a crazy hard like chimps
even
mode.
More specifically,
or like crazy hard like chimps map. Maybe.
Go with this chimps medal, which is an acronym for no continues, hearts, income, monkey knowledge, powers, or selling. So this is the hardest game mode because of these restrictions. The idea behind this run is to do the hardest game mode on the 4 hardest maps in the game as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Timing will start when I click on this chimp.
So he's basically just giving a rundown on like what it means.
3, 2, 1, go.
Nice.
And so you might be asking yourself, hey, wait, this is a tower defense game, right? Isn't this an auto-scroller? And the answer is actually no. So what happens is balloons do take a fixed amount of time to spawn in, but they do not take a fixed amount of time to pop, so you're not able to actually advance.
That was funny. Wait, I want to see that again. Hold on. When he restarted that.
Tower defense game, right? Isn't this an auto-scroller? And the answer is actually no.
Yeah, look at him, dude. He put it too much to the left, dude. He didn't get it properly on both. Okay, it was still on both tracks, but he didn't have it like on the right. Look at that. Like he didn't center it properly.
Balloons do take a
Sorry,
fixed amount
I'm
of
not
time
laughing.
to
I'm just.
But they do not take a fixed amount of time to pop, so you're not able to actually.
There we go. Now he got.
Round
now everything's symmetrical, dude.
Down every
Death the kid would be proud.
Tower or every single balloon from the previous.
So I guess it's chimp, so nothing can leak. Before we go into this, I'm just gonna take a guess on the strategy. I'm guessing four dart monkeys. He might put a 4th. Oh wait, did he? Oh no, I guess no monkey knowledge, so he didn't get a free dart monkey. Of course, I'm stupid. So probably 3 to 4 dart monkeys. I'm guessing he's gonna throw out maybe a bomb shooter, maybe a wizard monkey. I could see a wizard monkey popping up. I'm surprised Yeah, definitely. Probably gonna pull out like I don't know about a Wizard Lord Phoenix, maybe. That would be my guess. I don't know. He's using Etienne for this map, which is interesting. I mean, that makes sense, but it's still interesting.
This round.
Ooh, I wonder if he's gonna throw a sub
So
in
you
the
can
center.
actually
Maybe.
make things
We'll see.
substantially faster by popping the balloons down as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
What you see here is you pop balloons, you make money, you spend money to buy towers or upgrade.
Oh my God, really? I
So
never would have guessed.
Here, for round 8, we're gonna
the
try to
balloons
get
give
a
you money,
sub,
guys.
which will then
Insane. Actually maddening. Bro, why do they drop money? Sorry, I'm just joking. Let's see. Yeah, sub for sure. I'm guessing he's gonna go ballistic route, maybe, with the barbed darts and the preemptive strike, maybe. I don't actually, yeah, probably for the Moabs, but he definitely could go twin guns. He might be doing a try sub setup with the Energizer. He might. I don't know if he's probably not going to go for a Paragon here, right? He might go for the sub Paragon. I don't know.
have to upgrade to the
Yeah, that
longer
makes sense
range.
though, because up there at the top is the only one not being guarded right now, so you
On round
definitely
9,
need help up there.
When we have enough money.
Yeah, so there's about, I think, around 25 towers. I don't remember the exact number.
Yeah,
so you can
oh
use
dude,
them
I do that too. I swear to God, that is like a universal thing with all like blue quote people who. That is like a universal thing with people who play BTD6. They will spam that longer range. And I'll even spam the advanced intel usually. Does
variety
he?
of those.
No, he doesn't. Okay, so he is focusing on others, more important things. I will spam the longer range and advanced intel until I hit it, dude. I'm
He has
not.
them all in hotkeys. You can select
not
on the
even
right
joking.
side, but throw on hotkeys as well.
Yeah, I assume he has his abilities. He's going to use his hotkeys for his
Yeah.
abilities as well.
And now what we're trying to
probably.
do is save up for a very special type of tower called a hero. Heroes are kind of new
Yeah.
to this game in particular.
So he is going to throw out Etienne
here's
here
a very
next.
special type of tower that when you place it down, it actually upgrades itself throughout the map.
Or you can
So
manually upgrade it if you
for
pay
their
money.
price, they're actually very good value. And
Sorry,
you
I'm
want to
just-
use them
I'm
pretty
just
much as
talking.
much as possible whenever
Oh.
you're playing.
Another thing I should say, a lot of the way that speedrunning works is the runner will give like estimates, and the estimate is down here in the bottom right. You'll see his estimate's 125, so he came in almost 20 minutes below that estimate. That's pretty common. It is pretty common to have. So like, don't think bro set like a world record here. I don't know what the world record is. He may have actually. I don't want to take that away from him. I'm just saying a lot of times runners will give like an exaggerated estimate, so give themselves a bit more time. This still sounds like a really, really good run, and he sounds like he is knowledgeable and knows a lot about the game, obviously. So don't take that as me being mean. I'm just telling you that this is a very common thing for people to give like exaggerated overestimates, so that way they have enough time. I'm pretty sure GDQ has them do that, or even does it themselves, just to kind of give like just to give them that wiggle room, just in case, so that way they have a better idea of how long the segment will last, and or just in case it goes under or not under, over that amount, then over what the world record or their PB is, which is their personal best. So like, let's say, OneEyedDeacon's personal best is like 110, and he might say, oh, my best is 110, and then they'll say, he'll set like 115 to give himself a little boost. Then GDQ might be like, oh, we'll bump it up to like 125, right? That's kind of how it works. So just don't think that he's like set like a 20-minute world record, which he might have. I don't know, dude. This is just what a lot of it is whenever
any mode,
whenever
unless you're doing
runners
a
do
very
it.
specific challenge. So we'll get down our hero here. This is Etienne. He's a drone operator. He has this drone that flies around and pops balloons.
It's dragon.
You see he leveled up to level 2 right there without
I mean, it's a
doing
drone,
anything. So,
but it's a dragon.
That's very nice. When he gets to level 3, we're going to unlock something called
Bro, I love that Etienne has like cosplays set up for his drones. It's adorable.
active ability. So we'll see that on the bottom left.
Ooh, that's interesting. So I wonder what his first ability will be outside of his hero. My guess is maybe the sub. If he goes for the ballistic side, he might go for that like first strike. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Left here. What this will do is this will increase his power dramatically for a small amount of time. I'll show that on round 15. There's this yellow that comes from the left as a visual cue. There we go. More drones come out, increases the DPS.
Yeah, so in general, most heroes have like a level 3 and a level 10 ability that they unlock.
And so you actually start here at level 1, but outside of chimps, you can actually buy a monkey knowledge that boosts you up to level 3. But here I think you do have to start at level 1, even on chimps, right? I could be wrong. I think so.
Level 3 is
But it'll be really nice when Etienne... Actually, this is amazing for Etienne, now that I think about it. I was thinking maybe... Like, I was wondering, like, Etienne's a great, amazing pick for this map. I was just kind of curious about, like, if he was the best. And I'm actually sitting here thinking, I think he might be. Because he gives the camo detection at level 8, right? Level 6 or level 8? I think it's level 8. But he gives camo detection, so... I mean, you don't need camo detection on anything because Etienne takes care of that by the time you see camos.
Is a modest increase in power for a short amount of time, and the level 10 ability is usually like a huge AoE ability. And, overall, heroes are...
Etienne's level 10 ability is pretty good.
Because
I do like it.
Oftentimes either have a lot of support for your other towers. So in Etienne's case, one of the reasons we're using him is that he gives extra range and camo to other towers. And with this map being so spread out, we want a tower that can hit everything, so the range is super useful. But there's other stuff like, you know, increased damage or stuff like that. And generally...
Also, this isn't something I do normally, so I don't know. Maybe I should, maybe I should have this like full screen. I don't know. I don't do React content, dude. This is like a one-time thing for me. I don't know if I'm ever going to do this again. I might, but maybe if you guys like to hear me break this stuff down and watch it with me, then you should also go sub to OneEyedDeacon, by the way. I don't know. I guess this is their YouTube. I don't know like exactly the type of content they make. I've heard the name before, but I don't know... Like, if they do anything outside of I've seen their I think they did a Plants vs. Zombies run. I did watch that. I remember watching their Plants vs. Zombies run. Oh, yeah, and their Batman run. I have seen this because I actually looked into doing a not Arkham Knight. I looked into doing the first one, Arkham Asylum, and I remember going down the rabbit hole of looking at the runs of the other games. So I have heard of them before. But they did a Plants vs. Zombies one, didn't they? Yeah, they did. I don't remember which one I watched, but I've definitely seen their Plants vs. Zombies runs. At least one of them. Again, a lot of these, dude, I click on so many random things on speedrun.com, so I don't know. But I've definitely seen one of their Plants vs. Zombies, because I recognized their name as soon as that. I couldn't tell you which one, though. I watched it years ago. Anyways, it looks like a lot of their content is BTD6, which is very, very cool. So I'll actually save this. I'll post that in the description as well. Guess I should probably save this as well. But yeah, I'll post both of these in the description. Go like this run too, by the way. Go comment on it, if you have time. Let Deacon know they did a wonderful job. I think the run looks cool so far. I'm very excited. We haven't even really got into it. I'm just a little bit too excited, I think. And I'm also really worried. I don't want to just take somebody's content without adding constructive information or construction paper to the... God, I'm so stupid. I don't want to add something... I want to add something to the video, I don't want to just... I'm not a React channel, so I don't want to just...
is super important, obviously, a strategy.
Look at it.
So building around a strategy that makes sense is good here.
Yep. And
nice.
Another thing about
and you got
Etienne,
advanced intel.
There are a lot of heroes in this game. They all have a variety. They're all very unique. No two heroes are really alike.
That is true.
And they all
I will
have some
say...
gimmicks, so
one of the great things about Ninja Kiwi, and I'm going to go back because I want to hear what he said, but one of the great things about Ninja Kiwi, the heroes that they introduced in BTD6 are all unique. None of them, like, each one has their own specific, like, use, and they all have their own little, they're all unique enough where it doesn't feel like if you choose one, another is just as good, right? It feels like they all have their own little benefit to society. I don't know. So it does look like he's going triple guns.
Unique. No two heroes are.
So he's going to
really
go speed over ballistic
and they
missile.
Have some gimmicks.
Okay.
So we mentioned one of them is he increases the range of all towers within his range, which is why we're using him. Another thing he does is on
this could just be one. He may be doing multiple monkey subs, so this
There's
could just be his first upgrade path.
Category of balloon called the camouflage balloon or the camo balloon, and you're not able to actually have your tower.
Okay, I've never heard anyone call it a camouflage balloon. I just realized that. It's always been known as a camo balloon everywhere I've ever heard it. That's funny. I like that. I'm going to start calling it a camouflage balloon. I know that's what it is. It's just funny because I've never heard anyone say that just outright. And it looks like he's even started to like giggle a little bit when he says camo. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
You're not able to actually have your towers hit them unless they have camo detection. So we're going to get this sniper here. Sorry, not right now, but we're going to...
Wait. Why would you give this... Oh, I guess you're on round... Yeah. I was trying to think, because Etienne gets camo detection, but you may need to put money into other things, and you can't, like, manually upgrade Etienne at this point for, to get to that.
Going to give it camo detection. Etienne also has camo detection, but the nice thing about Etienne as well that makes him very popular among newer players is that when he gets to level 8, he actually gives every tower.
It was level 8. I couldn't remember if it was 6 or 8. I have not been using Etienne lately, and bro, I've been on this Corvus high, man. This Corvus high for way too long. So it is 8. Okay.
Tower on screen camo detection, which is very nice.
It is very nice.
Yeah,
it's amazing. If you ever get in a match where you have multiple entrances and exits, so something like Ravine's a great example, or like a lot of community maps, if you can get Etienne to that level 8, like camo detection is invaluable because you just. I mean, you don't have to worry. I mean, you just don't have to worry. Everything has camo detection.
It simplifies the strategy and lets us save some money on some.
Absolutely. Oh my God! I just realized that there's a what is that? A ZOMG? Is he holding a dude? That's so cool. I want a ZOMG. Hey, can you guys like? I want to buy like a plushie or something. I kind of want to get a wizard monkey. I don't know if there's plushies of like the Prince of Darkness or the like the heroes. Dude, I would love to get me like a Harlequin one, or maybe like a Bookworm Etienne, or Corvus, dude. Corvus would go hard. I need to get me like a plushie. I need to get me a BTD6 plushie. I don't know if they sell those like for all the heroes. I know they sell some of them for the monkeys, but I don't know if they sell them for the heroes. I need to find me one
later that would give camo.
Yep. And these are the.
But that's a ZOMG, I think, right? Dude,
balloons.
I'm so bad. I mix my balloons up. I'm sorry.
Yeah. This
I'm a
sub that we have in
balloonist,
the middle
dude.
Also has an upgrade that lets it shoot everything that you have vision of with any other tower, and that includes camo. So if another tower can see camo, then the sub can shoot it as well. So that's plenty of camo for the early game, and then once
it's great.
gets his level 8 drone active, we get camo for everything. That will cover like into mid and late game for camo.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also have this boomerang here on the right.
It's also good to not Etienne. I'm thinking like in the future. There's also like I don't think there's a hero that has general lead detection. I think that would be a really cool hero. Kind of like how Etienne has camo detection for every tower. I think it'd be cool if there was lead detection or lead popping ability for every tower. I feel like that would make it trivial, kind of like camo. But it would be pretty interesting. Because really, right now, you know, it would be... You would have to have a specific tower in... No, I guess you wouldn't. Technically, if you had like the sub with the tipped darts or the barbed darts or whatever, it can... Yeah, it could pop lead without having to be like right directly next to it. I'm just trying to think. I think it'd be cool if there was like a hero that could detect lead. That'd be pretty cool.
He's going for this top path upgrade, this glaive ricochet and more.
And there's Gwendolyn. I know. I'm talking about how Etienne handles and lets all the towers view, by the way.
Glaives. And this just basically has a huge amount of pierce. So pierce in this game is essentially how many balloons each projectile can pop. And essentially it's a way, like it's used for dealing with clumped balloons. So like on this wave 36, there's these huge rushes of yellow.
I've never heard them called clumped balloons. I like that. I'm gonna borrow that too. So yeah, it's used for dealing with like multiple layers of balloons, clumped balloons. I like that, dude.
Balloons, or sorry, pink.
Yeah,
that's the one. And the more glaives just handles that just fine.
Yep.
Also, I do want to state, just because, just if anyone who's looked in the background, I know there's not a lot of people in the background. So apparently this was like incredibly early. This was like 7 or 8 a.m. Yeah, top right. Okay. I knew they put it somewhere on the screen, but yeah, this was like 8 a.m. So this was like one of the first slots of the morning. So just because there's not like a lot of people in the background, I promise you, dude, BTD6 is an amazing game. All right. So for anyone who's watching this, it's great. I can verify.
Also, Chimps, game of Chimps goes from round 6 to round 100. Round 6 through round 40 we usually call the early game, and what we're trying to do is get some good early game towers to survive.
Wait, round 6 to 40?
Round 6 through round 40 we usually call
that
the
makes
early
sense.
game, and what we're
Yeah,
trying to
because that's pretty much easy, and then from 40 to what, like 60, 65, somewhere in that range is like medium, and then 65 to 80 is hard, and then to 100 is Chimps. I think that's something. I think it's 60, not 65. But yeah.
Is get some good early game towers to survive it. Right now you see normal balloons, the strongest being this ceramic, which we're actually going to see right here. Pretty tanky. It takes a lot.
So I'm surprised he hasn't really upgraded his dart monkeys at all. Like they're literally just there for like removing a little bit of layers off the balloon. So that's interesting. I mean, it's round.
It's a lot of hits in order to pop down.
40.
But round 40 is going to actually introduce
31?
a difficulty spike.
No, yeah, round. What did I say? 31. I meant 39. Round 39. So it is. Yeah. So he's almost at his first Moab with like no. I haven't really been paying attention about his sniper monkey. What did he? What's his beret?
Is a big blimp called a Moab,
Yep.
which
Mother of all
is even
balloons.
tankier than a ceramic, and it pops down into ceramic. So one
That's
thing you haven't
interesting.
really
Oh, but he does have the glaive lord over there with the boomerang monkey, doesn't he?
mentioned. This is
Yeah,
the
I guess
Moab,
that's true.
but we got through it.
Yeah, the
And
first
then,
Moab's pretty easy. It's when you
one
got the
thing we haven't mentioned,
ZOMG coming through.
the balloons pop down into like smaller balloons that as kind of like a Russian doll
Yeah, it's like
effect, right?
those nesting dolls.
Yeah, the Matryoshka doll. Matryoshka doll, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Or, like each one has a smaller one inside.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like, so traditionally it's always just been like the balloons all have 1 health, and each time you do 1 damage, it reduces it.
Oh, it's become so much more complex than that, dude. It is insane.
The ceramics are the first ones that introduce having like multiple health, and then also the blimps and stuff like that. But
There's, I believe each ceramic is 20. I think it's 20.
Yeah. And so now
I don't know if that's true, by the way. I don't know if it's the first balloon, but it has gotten a lot more complex, and I believe it's 20 is how much how much popping it needs.
Now, rounds 41 through 80, we consider to be the mid game, and now what we're going to do is abandon our early game towers and then start building our mid game, which will
Oh, he's gonna sell his dart monkeys and start doing something, I bet.
transition into our late game.
Let's see.
So as we mentioned, this map is really weirdly laid out. This is a 4-lane map with the lanes
is.
that kind of overlap in this really odd way.
Quad is a weird,
And the balloons move in
is a
sort
weird
of a
map,
semicircle.
but not bad.
yeah,
I like
essentially they
it.
cover 2 of the segments of the map, 2 of like the bends. So it's really hard to tell like where balloons are, if they're about to
Oh, I was like, why does he have free upgrades? Oh, he has a.
leak.
He put his
Unfortunately,
monkey
your
village
towers
down.
know, but you don't really.
Yeah,
So it's-
and that's what makes this map hard. And so there's a
Oh, he's
tower
going
we
for
wanna
Arctic
place in the middle
Wind.
so that we
Okay.
can cover all of the lanes, but usually you can only place water towers in this middle.
I guess
because-
that makes sense because of where he put it. So it needs to stay within the monkey village, but also still reach the, be able to reach the track. That makes
because
sense.
there's a big body of water there.
Is he
but we
going-
just got this ice monkey, which is
Looking at his, oh, he's about to explain it, by the way, about the ice monkey. But looking at his spike factory, is he going Moab Shredder? But he did get white hot spike, so maybe he's not worried about lead. I guess technically I wouldn't be either. Well, maybe. What does he have that can pop lead? Can the sniper monkey pop lead? Did he end up getting full metal jacket?
is this middle path ice monkey, which is the
Maybe the
Arctic
glaive
Wind.
lord. I don't remember. I assume he got. I think he can with the glaive lord if he got the right thing.
What this does is freezes all the water within its range
Yeah.
border.
That's really nice, by the way. With the ice monkey. I've been trying a weird strategy with ice monkey lately, and that's really cool.
And that lets you place a land tower in here, which we're going to use to place this glue gunner.
That
So,
glue gunner is
pretty much the glue
barely
gunner is
reaching the
normally a
track.
support tower, the glue gunner, but the top path is has corrosive glue, which causes the glue when it sits on balloons to just do damage over time.
Yeah.
And the top path starts doing a very large amount of damage. So this next upgrade is going
That's interesting. So he's going for a damage. Damage GG instead of a relentless glue gunner, which would just slow. That's interesting. Okay, no, that makes sense. I mean, I guess with the other towers, he doesn't have a lot of damage dealing towers right now, like high damage dealing. Maybe the glaive lord. Etienne is probably getting up there. Etienne's not level 8 yet, is he? Oh yeah, I see the dragon. Okay, so Etienne is level 8, so camo detection is active. But I'm noticing he's still not giving the sniper monkey any type of any levels.
10 damage per second, which a ceramic has like 10 health on the outer shell. So just for comparison's sake, it'll kill a ceramic in about a second and a half with the lower tiers. And this will be most of our cleanup.
I hear what you're saying.
and
The glue gunner is great. The glue gunner is definitely wonderful. I like the glue gunner. It's useful for every balloon, not just ceramics or. I think he's talking about glue gunner. Wait, let me rehear that.
has like 10 health on the outer shell. So just for comparison's sake, it'll kill a ceramic in about a second and a half with the
And I
lower
think he
tiers.
is talking about the glue gunner, right?
The top path is
Yeah,
has
he is.
corrosive glue, which causes the glue when it sits on balloons to just do
Does it really take out ceramics that fast with the balloon liquefier? Does it? I didn't realize it was that strong. I thought maybe. I guess I could see that. Yeah, I guess I
damage
could
over
see
time.
that.
And the top path starts doing a very large amount of damage. So this next upgrade is going to be 10 damage per second, which a ceramic has like 10 health on the outer shell. So just for comparison's sake, it'll kill a ceramic in about a second and a half with
It'd be about 2 seconds, right? Am I wrong? Ceramics have 20 HP, right? I could be wrong. Obviously, don't quote me on that. But I'm pretty sure it's somewhere between. I'm pretty sure it's like 20. I think.
with the lower tiers. And this will be most of our cleanup and most of our like mid game. Pretty much this top path.
Oh yeah, dude. Got to get the Berserker Brew. Got to get the. I wonder if he's gonna go straight stronger stimulant or permanent brew. I mean, he's probably not gonna be able to get to permanent brew.
Path. It'll handle everything except for blimps, and so we'll have to use a different strategy for dealing with the blimps. But this essentially, so we've got Etienne's range, we've got that village, which is that building on the left, which we didn't talk about. This thing, it's like a pretty basic support tower. It gives attack speed, gives range, gives... One of the upgrades gives camo detection, which we don't have to go for because of Etienne.
Yeah, but it also depends on which one you're going. He's going top, I think. Yeah, so he's going top, so that means the Ice Monkey, the Glue Gunner... Just the Ice Monkey and the Glue Gunner? So nothing else is getting a boot. If he was able to get the Monkey Village in range with the Glaive Lord, that would definitely be that would have been a huge boost to his damage output there.
Which we didn't talk about. This thing, it's like
Yeah.
a pretty basic support tower.
I mean, it's fine.
Gives attack speed, gives range.
It's a good strategy.
One of the upgrades gives camo detection.
I could be wrong, by the way. But with I'm pretty sure you only get primary boost on the top one. I guess MIB doesn't really... I mean, I guess it could make sense. I mean, then you could pop leads as well as purples because you don't have... All you have here that can pop... Can Glue Gunner pop? Maybe it can pop purples, actually. Maybe it can. I think it can because it's a physical attacker, isn't it?
Which we don't have to go to.
It's not magic, so yeah, it can.
And then specifically, it's got even more bonuses for primary towers, which are all the blue towers you can see on the right.
Yeah, that too.
It gives them even more range and more pierce and stuff like that. So this Glue Gunner...
I guess technically you need to give... If I had to seriously think about it and looking at it here... Also, did I say he was going to sell his monkeys earlier? He's in chimps. I forgot he was in chimps. He can't sell his dart. Didn't they say something about selling him? I don't know. Maybe he just said he would just not do anything with him. I don't know. Anyways, what I'm trying to say with the Monkey Village is the Monkey Village he probably needed to do the top route because the Glue Gunner may not have had enough range to reach. So that's probably why he did that. That'd be my guess.
Now see everything on the map. Or all the lanes.
And we got this other tower, which is the Alchemist. Also, we have this level 10 ability here with Etienne. It has this big drone that flies around, does big damage. So that's pretty nice.
It is.
And then this
Very
Alchemist,
nice.
what this does
It also looks cool with the dragon.
Is actually the best tower in chimps. Because particularly this top path, because what it does is it
the Alchemist
throws a
is
potion onto a nearby
crazy.
tower that increases its damage, increases its attack speed, increases its pierce, and most importantly for us, increases its range. So now this Glue Gunner with the Alchemist...
I see what you're doing. So you're combining the Monkey Village with the Alchemist on the Glue Gunner to boost its range so that way it reaches all the tracks, and then using the Glue Gunner as your primary damage dealer outside of the Glaive Lord, I assume, or the Glaive guy. That's crazy. Okay, that is a strategy I don't really use ever. Glue Gunner is literally a passive for me. Like, I don't care if he does well and high damaging. I literally, he's my relentless guy. He just glues them. He makes sure the Moabs are slowed while my Wizard Monkey are... That's cool. He didn't use a single Wizard Monkey. No Wizard Lord Phoenix, nothing. So that's pretty sick.
With Etienne and with this village...
Oh, yeah, and Etienne gives a range boost as well, doesn't he? Forgot about that.
Is now able to pretty effectively cover this weirdly oriented map.
Yeah, the Alchemist is definitely, like... the game is balanced around the Alchemist, essentially.
Yep.
I think if it didn't exist...
I semi-agree. I think you could not easily, you could definitely beat every Chimps map without the Alchemist. I don't think he's required, but I think that if you want to be competitive about it, and if you want to be very highly strategic, the Alchemist is just a no-brainer and is required. Like, the Alchemist is just such a valuable tower, you know?
Exists, a lot of other towers be able to be stronger, but certain towers...
Character choice, pink-haired anime girl, spiky hair guy, or pigtail girl. For Animal Crossing City folk. Which one we going, guys?
Towers just work so well with it.
Round 60 is another difficulty spike, but we got this upgrade Spike Storm, which
you got it though.
Does is
absolutely.
We have the
oh, bro, went by, dude. Yo, same Deacon, same dude. I always go Spike Storm. I love Carpet of Spikes. I've been going Perma Spikes a little bit lately because I found Perma Spikes is pretty good, but like I will always have a special place in my heart for Spike Storm. I love it. I love Carpet of Spikes. I noticed he didn't get White Hot Spikes, so I guess he doesn't care much for lead destruction with Spike Factor, which I guess is fine.
The tier 3 increase.
There's definitely other ways to do it. Like I think Glue Gunner can take down leads now, right? With its buffed Bloon Liquefier.
Makes these spikes do extra damage to blimps. Right now it only puts them in a certain range, but now we have this active ability that will actually
which is
cover
very
the
nice.
Entire map with spikes. So this is going to be very helpful for especially these.
Look at that, dude. Did you guys see that? Just that. I love it, dude.
So
I love it, man.
This
Love
is
the
gonna
spike
be,
storm.
very helpful for especially these.
Bro, it took
limp
down that
rounds.
fortified like it was
Round
nothing.
63 is another difficulty spike. A lot of sets.
Oh, that's another thing. They didn't even mention that about the alchemist. I was kind of hoping they would. The alchemist, if you could position the alchemist in a certain way, it can also help strip the fortifications. I don't remember how big the range is. He'll have to click it again, but I think the range may be just enough to reach it, maybe. But yeah, it's amazing. Like the alchemist is great to be able to strip like fortifications, plus having that big boost to all your local towers is insane, dude. The alchemist is just like peak tower. It is so
get
useful.
what we call pierce cap because there are 3 really dense ceramic rushes. Ceramic rushes are often hard to deal with because a lot of your towers are really high damage but not super high pierce.
Yeah.
But this glue gunner is made to handle rounds like 63, so that's okay.
Yeah, 64 there can also be pretty tough. It's just a really quick rush of a bunch of blimps.
It's the opposite. You need high damage for that. Yeah. Now what we're going to try to do is save up.
Yeah, you got to have the best of both worlds. Like like what does that show, the best of both worlds? Oh, Miley Cyrus and Hannah Montana. Yeah, so like you got to have the best of both worlds, high damage and high pierce, as well as really you even need like a third persona where it's like high range to be able to reach as much of the track as possible. I don't know, dude. There's so much.
Save up for our tier 5, which is
You guys think that in 2026 you would hear a comparison between BTD6 and Hannah Montana? I bet you didn't.
the Bloon solver, which has a hilarious.
You can only find content like that here. Sorry, Deacon, what?
Can also be pretty tough. It's just a really quick rush of a bunch of blimps.
It's the opposite. You need high damage for that. Now what we're going to try to do is save up for our tier 5, which is the Bloon solver, which has a hilarious description. Bloon's a problem. Here's the solution. So Ninja Kiwi really doesn't like to give you any helpful descriptions for some of these tier 5.
No, they do not. Dude, I was playing, I was playing something the other day, or earlier today. It might have been, was it BTD5 or something? I don't remember what it was. But, I could not figure out. No, it wasn't. No, I remember what it was. I can't tell you what it was because that video is not out yet. But the video is going to take a while because it's going to be a really long video, but it's going to be something kind of cool. But I was playing another Bloons game earlier today, and it was by Ninja Kiwi. It came out around the same time BTT5 did, I think a little after it maybe. But I ended up like reading the descriptions and not a single one of them were useful except for maybe like a few of them. It's so funny, dude. They're so like Ninja Kiwi does not give you any hints on like half of the things in the game, and I kind of love that. Like it's really cool because you have to figure it out for yourself. I mean, obviously some of it you can figure out pretty easily, but I do like it when they make you figure certain things out yourself.
Fives, but in the
Sorry, what I was saying though before is this is my first time ever seeing a glue gunner DPS strategy. I've never used the glue gunner in this way. That's a lie. I have, but not to this extent. Like I've never buffed it with like the alchemist and the monkey village and like ranged like and boosted the range with like Etienne. Like I've never given it so much support around it as it being the center point. That's just not something I've ever done. I don't know. The glue gunner is good. I love the glue gunner. I've just always used it as more of like a support tower than anything.
in these chimps games,
very
what you're
interesting.
gonna find is
Sorry if my mouse was bothering anybody, by the way. I forgot it was there. I don't know where to put it. I'm not good at reacting.
have to wait a while to do the save up because rounds 65 through 75 are
Okay, sorry. I'm going to go back. Sorry, I had to make sure we were still recording.
have to wait a while to do the save up because rounds 65 through 75 are generally pretty easy, and this gives us the opportunity to save up for this more expensive power spike. But this would be a great time for some donations.
Yeah, round probably... He's not going to 140, so he doesn't have to deal with the fortified bed. Round probably, I would say 80 is definitely going to be his biggest, like, round 80, and then round 91 through 98 are going to be his biggest, like, hurdles. If he can get over those, from as of right now, do I see like a possibility? Can he get around the DDTs? Yes, I do see him getting through the DDTs up to around 93, I'd say. I don't know how he's going to get around the big DDT like bombardment that comes 95. So that one will be interesting because I don't think you can get past all the DDTs that come through with what's currently on the in play. Maybe the Bloon solver is just that powerful. I don't know, or maybe he's going to start buffing other towers in other ways, but we'll see. We shall see.
Of course,
We'll see.
$50 from Varanathras. Blue, green, yellow, pink. Long ago, the 4 nations of Bloons lived together in harmony.
And then the monkeys
Then
came and took it all
everything
away.
changed when
No,
the
I'm just
Red
kidding.
Bloon Nation attacked. Only the player, master of all 4 elements, could stop them. But when the world needed him most, he vanished. 100 years passed, and my brother and I discovered a new player, a Bloonist named Monkey. And although
Bro,
his popping skills
we are getting lore right now. We're getting the lore of the avatar of the Bloons. It is insane. I don't know who came up with that donation, but very creative.
are great, he still has a lot to learn before he's ready to save everyone. But I believe Monkey can save the world.
Oh, he's literally just saving for the
That was
Bloon
epic.
solver.
That was so good.
And $50 from EVDV. I'm sure falling asleep to horror block will have no deleterious effects on my dreams, which I
Deleterious. What the hell is deleterious? Or wait, sorry. I'm sorry. What is that? Why does that sound like somebody's name? Deleterious. This is a real word? Having a harmful effect. Bro, I want to start using deleterious in my daily life. Yeah, I'm deleterious. Hold up. I was going to do something funny. I don't want to do something funny. I'm just going to keep
I
watching.
could stay up for Bloons, but I'll catch the VOD. Also, if this dono is read during Bloons, I will donate $25 more when I find out. So thank you so much for your future $25 donation, Evie.
And you're going to be in the VOD.
Nice. Thank you so much, guys. It's for a great cause. Thank you all. And then, so we're going to afford the Bloon solver here. This is a good opportunity to talk about synergies.
Okay.
So, what a synergy is, you're
Before he talks about this, another reason why I'm watching this also is not just to talk about it, but also because I'm hoping that we can learn some stuff. I would love to learn some like new strategies and things I can try out. That's always, cool to see.
You're going to hear, if you hear about people playing chimps or Bloons Tower Defense 6 in general, a synergy is when you get a couple of towers that sort of pair well with each other. So
Yeah.
this Bloon solver that we have, what it's going to do really well, as you can see here, is pop ceramics. It kind of pops them instantly. You'll find, though, on round 75, which is actually another difficulty.
So in veto of having the Sniper Monkey's top path, he's using the glue gunner for doing high damage for the
Spike.
ceramics.
What it does not do very well is pop blimps. You can see the blimps take quite a bit
Yeah.
longer in order to pop down.
That's a big reason why I go Relentless Glue, because I just feel like it just doesn't do enough DPS for like the big boys. But then again, I'm sure he has a solution to that.
So what we're going to do is synergize this with the spike factory that we have here. This
Okay,
spike factory does
that
an
makes sense.
excellent job at breaking open the outer layers of blimps into ceramics, which
That
then the
is
Bloon
true,
solver
yeah.
can clean up. And this is going to comprise our synergy for this
I do
level.
love me a Spike Factory.
Right now, we're trying to save up for the Tier 5 version, which is the Carpet of
Okay.
Spikes. What
That
the
makes
Carpet of
sense.
Spikes does is, you see we have this active ability that
What am I talking about? Why am I talking about banana farms? That's the third time I brought that up. This is chimps. Dude, I'm so stupid. Just play the
covers the
video.
whole track with spikes.
I'm telling you, guys, I can be the smartest and dumbest person in a room simultaneously. God dang it, dude. Talking about, he's playing chimps, dude.
Carpet of Spikes has that same ability.
That's why he's not using banana farm. I'm gonna cut that out. I never talked about banana farms ever through this entire video.
But we'll apply it passively every few seconds. So every few seconds, the whole map will get covered with spikes.
Yeah, it's got a few other benefits too. Like it attacks faster just naturally.
Yep.
It gets some extra range, so it can hit that upper path a little bit.
Yeah, plus when you, with the Moab Shredder.
78 is
Very
also
nice.
another difficulty spike with 2 really dense ceramic rushes, but the Bloon solver is made to handle round 78, so it's not
Yeah.
going to be an issue. You'll see the next ceramic
right
rush
now,
just
they're just-
disappears into nothing. So
Yeah, and one thing that this game, most strategies revolve around is usually want a relatively low number of towers. Oh yeah, got something important coming up. There's usually like a relatively low number of towers, and you want to go for tier 5s. If you're familiar with some of the older games, you kind of ended up spamming just a bunch of towers, and by having the tier 5s, that really reduces that, which is nice. Gives you
Yeah.
more building space, and also has like a strategy that feels more cohesive.
yep.
Here he
Round 80
comes.
introduces this big green guy called the ZOMG, which I have a plush for. My sister gave this to me, so I just wanted to shout her out when we dealt with that.
Bro, it's
And then,
gone.
round
Hold up.
8
Let's see it again, I guess.
Round 80 introduces this.
You guys
want
wanna
to
see it again?
Called the ZOMG, which I have a plush for.
Bro, it's
My
literally
sister
too
gave
late.
this to me, so I just wanted to
It
shout
was
her
gone
out,
so fast.
when we dealt with that.
That's so
And then,
funny.
round 81 to round 100 is what we consider to be the late game on chimps. So there are a few things that change in the late game. One is that the blimps actually do get stronger. They kind of scale up as the late game goes on, so they take more hits.
Yeah.
And to pop open. And the other thing is the ceramics turn into super ceramics, which
This is essentially chimps mode. You've already beaten easy, medium, hard. You're now in chimps mode, which is a completely new mode. Essentially impoppable, right? So
make them harder to deal with as well.
Yeah, basically the super ceramics, as like a lag reduction technique, they no longer split into as many different balloons. They just break down. They put a ton more HP in the outer ceramic shell. It goes from 10 to 60, I think. And but then they don't like split multiple times each time it goes down. So rather than having 3 billion balloons on the screen, they just put more health. But these become like a problem depending on your strategy because they are really fast. They're pretty small, so they don't get hit by straight projectiles. And
is he talking about ceramics still? I think so.
Have bonus damage versus blimps, and ceramics aren't blimps, so they, even though it's only 60 health, there's a lot.
He might
of
be
them
talking about
quick,
the Moabs.
The solver handles it just fine, of course.
Yeah.
Especially
I
because when
vaguely
they pop
heard him.
stuff, it
I
leaves that like pool of acid on the ground where it pops.
Bro, I'm still
So
mad
it's
at
pretty
myself. Why did I even say banana farm? I'm so mad at myself for saying banana farm so many times in this video. My God, I'm just stupid. Bro, I literally have a whole YouTube channel dedicated to balloons, and I'm talking about banana farms and chimps.
Pretty much always acid for the balloons to run into the ceramics and just get applied instantly and then pop again.
Yeah, so we got the carpet of spikes, and now what we're going to do is there are these barriers. These barriers
I've never once removed those.
are line of sight blockers, actually, so we do want to remove them. They actually make the early and mid game a lot slower, the fact that we have to keep these up. But what we'll do is we'll remove them. They are very expensive to remove, so we don't really want to remove them until now. And,
I guess that makes sense.
Now what we want to do is we have 2 tier 5s, which is going to be enough for this map. Now we just want to invest in some support.
So I am really surprised. He went for on the sub monkey. He went purely armor piercing, and that's it. He didn't go energizer or ballistic missile. I honestly would have thought he would have went ballistic missile. All right.
So the first support we're going to
that proves me though. I'm not a runner. I'm just some guy who pops. But Mermonkey, bro, the Mermonkey made a cameo.
Now
Love the
what we
Mermonkey.
want to do is we have 2 tier 5s, which is going to be enough for this map. Now we just want to invest in some support. So the first support we're going to...
Did he put that Mermonkey right outside the water, or did it... Is that range in the... I don't know.
Going to get is this top...
Dude, bro, I love me the Abyss Dweller, man. I love the Abyss Warrior. Love the Lord of Abyss. Oh my god, I love the Mermonkey.
Path Mermonkey. This does decent damage. It also...
Is he going to go Trident or Tridal Chill, whatever it's called? Is he going to go freezing or no?
Slow down Blitz
Probably
by
not,
a little bit.
because he already has the Ice
most
Monkey.
Importantly,
So
what it does is it increases the pierce of all
Oh, that
towers
too.
within its range.
Yeah.
Which, for the
Crazy
Spike
pierce
Factory
boost
is
from the
really
Mermonkey,
nice.
which is real
The
nice.
Spike Factory's damage comes from its pierce. So
does that? I've always been curious. I could be wrong, but I wonder. I assume it does. By the way, I assume pierce that is gained or buffed to the Spike Factory. I assume it carries over in the ability, right? I'm assuming it does. I just realized I've never looked that up, but I really have always wanted to. I think it does, but
that's nice. The next tower we're going to get is the Bloon Sabotage, which has one of the best abilities in the game. It slows down balloons for a very long time.
Please go Caltrops.
We'll get that here.
I don't know if he's
Wind
gonna.
we
He
didn't
probably
mention
isn't
is
even
round
gonna.
nine.
He probably isn't even gonna get a minor. Probably isn't gonna go on a minor path, but if he does, I hope he goes Caltrops just to prove all the haters wrong. Bro, Caltrop supremacy.
We'll get that here. One thing we didn't mention is round 90 introduced a new type of blimp called the DDT, which has camo, lead, and black properties.
He's gotten past the first DDT rounds already, so I'm excited for 95. Now that I'm seeing what he's doing, though, I do think that there's going to be a good chance he'll get... I mean, obviously he's going to get past it. I'm not... Obviously he will. I'm curious to see like how well and how quickly it does.
The Carpet of Spikes just handles them really well, though.
I also say no Druid. I'm surprised there's no Druid, no Wizard Monkey. The Sniper Monkey has like 2 upgrades. One I think is the camo detection. I don't even know what the others is. If it even has another one. No Monkey Ace, no Heli Pilot. Bro, I mean, pretty cool strategy. Not one. Oh, he's going second Alchemist too.
So they're not going to really be too much of an issue on this map.
Is he going to go
other
another
maps, they actually
acidic
will be
dip
a huge
or?
issue. So
Let's see.
Yeah, the immunities are...
No, he's going unstable concoction
depending on your
with the
strategy,
acidic
really rough.
dip.
Like, if
Okay,
you have
that makes sense.
dart-based strategies, then they just don't do anything. So
Yeah. That makes a lot of
we will
sense.
use the Bloon Sabotage for them here. There's a lot of them here, so...
Yeah.
This will
So that's why that makes sense. So that is his solution for the DDTs. I know he was talking about it, but I'm more curious to see how well it does with everything he set up. So he's going Bloon Sabotage with the Glue Gunner slowing, as well as the Unstable Concoction from the Alchemist. Okay. And then obviously with all the other Moab towers or the Moab destructive abilities or paths going on. Interesting. Okay, I like Bloon Sabotage. It is a good choice, and I guess with the shredding from the Spike Factory to shred the DDTs, and then the Glue Gunner can quickly take down the insides. Okay. And then obviously everything else is support and improve that strategy.
will help a lot.
Yeah, one thing about like
I do like that. That's really cool. I'm gonna have to try this one day.
Sabotage. So in general,
transformation tonic. Okay.
Chips maps. Usually you'll see a very large amount of like support stuff to slow down blimps and other towers.
Yeah.
You pretty much always see Bloon Sabotage.
Bro, I literally, you don't even know like how many times I put Druid down nearly every time. Like in my private games, like if I don't make a video or something for it, it's almost always Druid with Monarch of Storms like started. Sometimes I'll do, a lot of times I'll do Sniper Monkey with like main Moab, so I'll go top path. I rarely ever go Ninja Monkey. I need to start using Bloon Sabotage more often, and I think that's a big reason why I don't do as well as I probably could be doing. I've just not been using the wizard or the Ninja Monkey. It's just not been my tower for a while. But I know its value. I know it's important, and I think if for some reason I ever couldn't complete, it's not like a perfect solution, by the way. It still has its downfalls. There's still even Bloon Sabotage. You still have to do enough damage within the time frame before it leaks. Like there's still a lot of things you have to figure out.
The bottom path glue can slow down blimps. You'll see other stuff like that. But in general, we are trying to avoid that as much as possible for the sake of the speedrun, because slowing down the blimps isn't fast.
Oh, and his Etienne is max level. I just realized that.
Kill them as fast.
So now there's a permanent attack from Etienne on all incoming balloons.
Possible, but on these maps, especially towards like the late game, like in the late 90s, they're hard enough.
Oh, I'm surprised he's not really using absolute zero. Okay.
That we have to get some.
And we got another tower which is very unusual, which has these alchemists that turn them into these cookie monsters that shoot lasers out of their eyes, which is very cool.
Also, what I mean with absolute zero is he's not gonna have enough time. Like the rounds, he didn't get it fast enough, so it's too expensive.
It has these
not 43.
It's cookie monsters
20 something. Yeah, 20,000. So he won't have enough to get absolute zero. That's what I meant, by the way.
Cool. You're not going to see that a lot in a lot of chip
tech shooter.
but
Let's
it's a
go.
very strong tower.
I don't even use tech shooter that much.
Round 90 has fortified DDTs, which can be an issue. And
Yeah.
round 100 has this big.
Dude, round 98 and 99 suck, man. The fortified DDTs are horrible. Now we got the baddie.
Purple guy called the BA.
I'm noticing he doesn't have any skins on either, by the way. I noticed he didn't change the baddie to a well or anything like that. I wonder why. I guess maybe just to like showcase the base game. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
BAD, which will just pop down. It's
My DDTs are a shark. That's the only one I got so far.
it's pretty difficult to deal with usually, but we're okay.
Nice.
The carpet of spikes is really good for
That Insta Monkey probably sucked for a speed run, but nice.
Pretty difficult to deal with usually, but we're okay.
Yeah, the carpet of spikes is really good for breaking that down, but depending on strategies, yeah, it can be rough. So we're gonna
Good
move on to
job.
the next course here,
GG Deacon. Amazing
map
job.
here.
I
Ouch.
love the run. It's a
Yeah,
strategy
hashtag
I've never
ouch. So
used
this is
myself.
Another
Loved it.
4-lane map where the lanes intersect in this.
Oh
weird
god, here we go.
hashtag
We got
pattern.
ouch.
The lanes are very short.
Ouch is
and
annoying.
the,
It's less hard and more just annoying more than anything. It's not like you could probably beat this map with most general strategies that you use for other maps, or at least that I've used. The problem with ouch is that it's so annoying because you have so many like entrances and exits to cover. That you just have to make sure that none of them leak, but a lot of the same like towers and stuff like that are usually pretty good.
balloons. I guess they move at a normal speed, but because the lane is so short, they actually like look like they're moving pretty fast, and we're kind of barely gonna survive these first few rounds just with with this sub.
I think that's anybody, dude. That's not just speed running. Like you barely survive your first few rounds with ouch every time.
Yeah, this sub's pretty good for early game, the classic dart sub strategy.
Yeah.
Fortunately, the sub darts can homing attacks, so
Yeah.
they're pretty good. They can hit like the left lane even though they can't.
I
Actually
wonder
see
if he'll
that
go
far.
ballistic missile or
Just getting far
go,
range.
darts.
Oh, got a
Ooh,
couple
2 subs. Are we gonna get the Paragon?
Thumbs down
No,
and
I doubt it. But
just get some basic
I wonder if
early
we're gonna
game
be
stuff.
getting the
And so this map has a
Energizer.
big body of water in the middle that you can actually.
I wonder if we're gonna be getting the Energizer preemptive strike build with. We might get the 3rd one, whatever it is. I literally. The sub commander. Yeah, sub commander. Probably right. Well, no, because. No, well, I guess with longer range it'll be in range, but unless you put the sub commander in the center. I don't know if he's going to go the tri-sub path or not.
We're going to make use of the water and employ a water-based strategy. And with water-based strategies, what you want to use is Brickle as your hero.
Yeah, Brickle also. I'm not familiar with Brickle. I've never used Brickle, so I can't say for sure like how good this strategy is going to be if like Brickle's the center of it all. I should definitely try more strategies with Brickle. I don't think I've played any games with them at all. I'll say that. Ugh, sorry for all my Brickle fans. Nothing against you. I just like me a Harlequin and Corvus too much. Dude, I like Corvus too much. I gotta put Corvus down, man. I'm putting too much time into Corvus.
The Admiral Brickle skin, which is pretty nice. There are other skins. The
Corvus video coming tomorrow, by the way. It was supposed to come today, but I'm putting this out first. Corvus video coming tomorrow.
The Dread Pirate Brickle is. I actually thought that was gonna win, but I really like the default one. So.
I do too. I will say I have nothing against Brickle. I really like their design. I just don't use them.
Pretty happy with that. We're going to get her down in the middle. One thing you're going to see me do is I'm going to use a sub to try to line it up because Admiral Brickle has the same footprint as the sub, I believe. You'll see me do that with other heroes as well.
That's smart. If you have everything set on a keybind, doing this is pretty smart because then it just matches your mouse cursor. I don't do this.
It's just a way of making sure that
but
we
it is
can
very
line her up
smart
properly before we can afford her. So.
Yeah, just to like get your cursor in just the right spot. So
Yeah,
you can,
exactly.
You have money to press the hotkey.
Yeah, so we'll get that on round 14, and you'll see Admiral Brickle has like this gun, which exists, and then,
I'm now going to learn about Admiral Brickle.
Gun, which exists, and then she also drops these mines, which are very important for round 15. It's just the issue is that these mines get dropped randomly, so we might just not survive.
Do the mines drop on the track or just in the water?
Round 15 through no fault of our own, but
yeah, round 15
RNG.
has those pinks that come out for the first time.
Yeah.
They can really rush through your defenses pretty quick.
Wait, let me check this. Okay, so I'm just checking. I just want to look at Brickle real fast because again, I'm not familiar with Brickle. I don't even have her unlocked. I'm actually focusing on Silas because I have another video I want to come out with Silas. I like the Dread Pirate Brickle though. I've seen her. She looks super sick. I really like the Lifeguard Brickle though. I think it looks funny. I like the base Brickle. I agree with Deacon on that. What do the mines do? Drops her for sea mines that seek out and destroy balloons. Okay. So my question is, so they seek out balloons, but do they have to land on the track, I guess? Or I guess they drop in the water and then seek them out? I guess. Okay. I guess that makes sense.
And then we're going to unlock Brickle's level 3 ability now, which is called Naval Tactics, which is extremely good with water towers. What it does is it doubles the attack speed of all water towers within her range and allows them to pop every damage.
Wait. Doubles attack speed or power?
Range and allows them to
Sorry, go back.
doubles the attack speed of all water towers within her range and allows them to pop every every balloon type. It's extreme.
What? I did not realize that. So is that's only for a short time though, right? Like during her ability, that's not actually like her level up. I'll read into her stuff later, but that's actually a crazy ability because that means if you have an advanced intel monkey sub or multiple monkey subs surrounding you, dude, this would go crazy on Flooded Valley. Oh my god, dude, Flooded Valley with Admiral Brickle subs and then like a couple buccaneers for like merchantmen or money income, and then like included with some like if you needed some like cannons or something on the edges to take out some of the bigger boys or the lead or something, which obviously you have heat tip darts, but dude, that's insane though. All balloon types, so you wouldn't even need like a monkey village or anything. I mean, you could even use like the buccaneer to get like the aircraft carrier to whatever the one past aircraft carrier I think is, or it might be whatever it is. You could to get some like land units or land towers to. Also, I just realized he placed a sniper monkey. I don't remember seeing that,
extremely
but that's
good,
fine.
and it scales up as you improve your water tower.
That is
so
insane.
it's,
Okay, I didn't realize Admiral
it's a
Brickle was
very
so
strong
good.
ability.
Okay.
And we're gonna actually use it again on round 22. I have to afford advanced intel first and then use it. There we go.
Nice.
And then we're going to use another water tower now, which is the Monkey Buccaneer. This is a boat. So boats are very nice on this map in particular. They have these guns
What are we going?
on either side of them. So on a map like
Night
this,
vision
especially
goggles.
where balloons
Okay,
are going to
that
come
makes
from
sense.
multiple directions, it'll make use of its
For camo detection.
projectiles a lot more on a map like this than it would on, like, say, an easier map.
Yeah, so basically, like, it turns sideways and then shoots with, like, the side cannon at the balloons. But then if there's something behind it when it's shooting, then the back cannon will also just shoot out and hit both sides. And especially, yeah, we're going to be going for...
Oh, okay, so you're going for
We'll shoot
destroyer.
very
Okay,
fast,
so you are going
and
for
it'll just
aircraft
kinda cover the
carrier,
area with
etc.
projectiles.
Yep, and then we're going to cross path it. So we haven't really explained cross path. So you have a main path that you can choose. You have 3 choices. You can upgrade that main path up to a tier 5, and then you can do what we call cross pathing, where you can get a second, I guess, type of upgrade, but you can only go to the tier 2. So
Yeah, so like it ends up making some decisions as far as your strategy.
I
So in this
cross
case, like,
path
the bottom path gives more
even
range,
when
the
I don't
second
need
upgrade
to.
gives camo,
It's
which could be
such a
useful, but
so. I don't know what type of. I don't know why, but every time I get my normal path set up, I have to do the secondary path. I have to. Like it's in my brain. I can't just say, okay, we don't need this right now. Let's move on to something else. I just click it anyways. I'm so bad about that.
the middle path gives grape shot and then lights them on fire,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is like more AOE instead.
For
so
leads.
that's kind of your trade-off.
More AOE, but also the bottom path does give more pierce, which is sometimes actually does make it worth it. But in this case, we're going with the grape shot just because we really need the projectiles, and the projectiles will, like we said, the projectiles will get more used.
You don't really
more
need
often
long
on this
range
map.
anyways.
And in particular, we need this for
Not right
round
now, at
36.
least.
Round 36 has these really fast pinks that we would really struggle with if we didn't have the grape shot with the destroyer by now. So.
We have hit $550,000 donated to Prevent Cancer Foundation.
Let's
Thank
go.
you so much, everyone, for your generous
Oh my god, that's such a
donations.
cute little thing, animation.
Awesome.
Oh my god.
We're gonna now get a second monkey buccaneer.
Sorry,
actually.
did you guys
This
see the
one
animation? Sorry, you may not know what I'm talking about.
We're gonna now.
For your generous
Look at it.
donations.
Look at it.
Dollars donated
Look how
to
happy it
Prevent
is at the
Cancer
timer.
Foundation. Thank you so
I was
much,
so
everyone,
happy.
for your generous donations.
Dude, GDQ has come such a
Awesome.
long way. I remember when they were in this
We're
small
gonna
little
now get a
room,
second,
dude, before they even...
monkey buccaneer. Actually,
There's so
this
many-
one is going
dude,
to
they
be
used to be
the
such a
cannon ship, which is
small
one of the
org.
towers of all time.
It's crazy.
Nothing really to write home about.
Oh,
but it
okay, yeah,
does give
going
some
cannon
extra
ship.
Consistency now. It's not until
Makes
we get
sense.
to the tier 4 where things get interesting.
Gonna get that harpoon pool.
Yeah, so all of the middle path upgrades at tier 4, they give an active ability.
Yeah.
So sometimes there'll be strategies revolving around that. Like in this case, yeah, we'll see what that is once we get to it. It's pretty cool for the sake of the speedrun.
Yeah,
Okay.
round 40 is nothing with naval tactics.
This
and
is a
then,
very
we
early
can-
monkey
we
village,
need
but
to
I
get
respect
camo
it.
because we don't have Etienne, so we're gonna use a radar scanner village, which is a very common way of getting camo
I assume you're going
detection.
MIB.
And now we will go get our next power spike, which is upgrading this first monkey buccaneer to an aircraft carrier.
I could be wrong. Yeah.
Oh, whoops.
I guess if you
Okay.
use...
That's
I guess if you use Admiral Breckle's ability, you don't need MIB, right? What leaked, by the way?
go get our next power spike, which is upgrading this
Was it a rainbow?
first monkey buccaneer to an aircraft carrier.
Okay, so he is getting aircraft carriers. Yeah, with some pinks. Yeah. See in the bottom
Which is
path there?
upgrading this first
I think it was a
monkey buccaneer
rainbow
to
that
an
came through.
aircraft
Yeah, rainbow there. Oh, it was a ceramic? Oh, it was a ceramic.
Oh, whoops. Oh, okay, that's
Couldn't quite pop
forgot
it.
to do that.
Okay.
So that was a retry last round. So one part of chimps is that you can't use continues, but retry last round in this game is technically not a continue.
I think you only unlock that after you beat chimps, though. Because I don't... Yeah, if it's like a normal chimps game, I don't think you can. It might be in every game, even if you haven't beaten chimps. I don't think I've ever lost in chimps, so I don't know. I'm not good at the game, by the way. I just know how to hit the home button before I lose most of the time. Which probably isn't something to, probably not something to be proud of. But
Because
actually, maybe I have
continues-
lost chimps. Maybe I just don't remember. I'll test
in
it
this
one
game
day.
give you more money, and they restore your lives and reset your cooldowns. And the retry last round does not do that. So
Yeah, it used to be if he had leaked there like that, then you would have had to restart the run.
Yeah.
But they made that change, I
Okay.
guess, several years ago now. But it's been very nice because the other option used to be if you could tell that you were leaking, you could pause out and go back to the main menu, and then when you re-entered, it would put you back on.
But see, the problem with doing that, and this is irrelevant to their speedrun, if you do that, you don't get black border. That's the only thing. So you still get gold border, but I know a lot of people love that shiny black border, man. Myself included.
On the at the start of the wave again.
And I would not submit this run if that didn't exist. So
Yeah, that makes the run possible. Thanks.
I could see, since Brickle has some like RNG aspects, I could definitely see how a run like this would kind of suck if you had to redo it from the beginning. But if it was like a set amount of towers, you know, then you could just do the same thing over and over again, which is less fun in my opinion. So I like the fact that they changed it up and it's not just, oh, we're using these same towers. I go, no, it's not.
Thanks
I like
to
that.
yeah, and so we got this aircraft carrier. So what this does is it has the same destroyer functionality. But
Oh, carrier flagship. That's the name. I wonder if he's gonna get carrier flagship to be able to place land or more land units there. I don't know. Maybe like throw an alchemist on there or something. I just realized there's no alchemist. Oh, interesting. So he's not doing any buffs.
But now there are these planes that fly around randomly and
Oh, you know what I mean.
shoot things, and they also shoot missiles at blimps, which is pretty nice. The only real issue with this tower is that the planes do fly around randomly, so sometimes if they're just in a bad position, they might not hit things. But for speedrunning, it's nice to have a global range tower so that you can
Oh,
pop
and he got the
balloons
harpoon.
as sort of they
Nice.
enter, which is cool. And then we just got another tower, which is the Monkey Pirates, which adds more cannons, which is okay. But the real reason why we're getting this is for the active ability, which we'll see on the top right here. A blimp will come, and we will harpoon it in and insta-kill it. And
It is
insta-killing
very
things
nice.
is really nice. For
Oh, he got the alchemist. Okay, when did he get that? Did he just get that? He did, right? Did he just place that? I think he... No, he's had it there for a little while. Maybe I just didn't realize when he put it down.
ability,
But I guess he
which
just got the
we'll
upgrades
see
for it.
On the top right here, a blimp will come.
We'll watch it again.
and
I like
we
watching
will
it.
Harpoon it in. And
I like
insta-kill it. And
yeah, I like watching
insta-killing
it.
things is really nice for speedruns because it's fast. And this tower for its price is very good at insta-killing blimps, and it insta-kills BFBs, or a single BFB. So
Love me some harpoons.
particularly in these round 50s, there are a lot of rounds that end with like a single Moab, and usually it would take a while to pop down. So being able to insta-kill it just accelerates that round.
I gotta say, this is actually a crazy setup for only round 53 so far. This is a wild setup.
By quite a bit. So for speedrunning, this is actually like the most important.
Oh, we're going to Biz
tower.
Dweller again. Nice.
Yeah, it's a pretty neat strategy that's kind of exclusive to speedrunning. Like, it's a decent tower overall, but it's not something that you see super often. But in this case, it's very useful here.
Yeah, there's like a blimp here that will just.
Wait, you're talking about the harpoon? Dude, I use the harpoon all the time. I don't use the Buccaneer nearly enough, but like every time I use more than, I would say, one Buccaneer, if I use like 2 Buccaneers, which is a sometimes thing, I usually go aircraft carrier, but I like the harpoon, you know? It's fun. It's a fun ability to use sometimes.
Kill. And then now we're getting another top path mermonkey we mentioned before. This increases the pierce of all towers within its range, which is actually really helpful for this mid and late game because these towers do
Bro, he's not even at the, like, he's not even in late
struggle
game
with
yet.
very
This is
fast
actually a
rounds
crazy
often.
setup. I like this strategy a lot. This setup's insane.
And then round 60 is usually a difficulty spike, but we have naval tactics, which will make it not a problem. Well, you have naval tactics, but actually, sorry, we're not going to use naval tactics. What we also have is the harpoon, which will actually insta-kill it.
Yeah.
And we've also unlocked another Brickle
Lots of
ability,
leads
her
coming
level
in.
10, which is the Mega Mine, which is, I think, actually the best ability in the game. So this
Yeah,
is the
it's pretty
Mega Mine.
crazy.
This is the Mega Mine. What you do is you drop it in the water. So I'll drop it in the water after this 5th blimp comes.
Yeah, and basically, when it sees a blimp within its range, it will just shoot off at the blimp and blow up and do
Yeah.
a lot of damage
Okay.
and a very large AoE. So
Yep.
there's certain strategies that
That's
selling rounds out to
kind
get
of
as many of those
cool.
down. And,
Bro, I'm trying to add more
we're not
Brickle.
gonna do that.
I gotta get Silas first, but I gotta save up more money. I've been spending all my money on random useless things. I gotta stop doing that. I've been doing it on achievements mainly because I had to get the continue achievement and things like that because I never use continues. But yeah, I've been spending my money a bit on useless stuff, so I need to save up my money. I need like 10k because I need to get Admiral Brickle and Silas. Silas for a video I want to do, for one video. I'm not even joking when I say I'm getting Silas for one single video, but I'm working on it. And then I guess I got to get Admiral Brickle now. You know what? Let me know if you guys want to see some Brickle runs. I'd be down to do some Brickle runs. I think that'd be cool.
It's too slow, but it's very. That's why this is like the best ability. And,
you can save a lot of money by just.
That is a really
those.
cool ability. I like that quite a bit.
So now what we're going to do is save up for our first tier 5, which is the carrier flagship, and this is going to take a while. So this is another great time for a bunch of donations.
Well,
Okay.
I've got a bunch of donations like this $50 one from Rogue Mike. Bloons Hype. Been enjoying this game since the early browser games I certainly didn't play at school, and now I get to share Bloons and gaming with my kids. Shout out to my up-and-coming gamers. Hi, Theo and Ollie, here on my couch, and shout out trans rights.
Trans rights. Nice.
$25 from Aria. Monkeys say, ooh, ooh. Translation note, trans rights. Less than 3 to all the chill folks out there. And $50 from Final Scion. Bloons Tower Defense 6 is one of my favorite games of all time.
Same.
So I'm very excited to see how you manage to destroy the levels I can barely beat on hard mode, let alone chimps. Much love from the UK. Trans rights.
You know, I really want to do that. I've always wanted to make like videos on how to beat every single map on chimps. There's just so many. Dude, so many people have seen those videos. There's so many people who have made like strategies on how to beat chimps. I think mine would be unique. I do, but I wouldn't mind doing that. I think that'd be really fun, but I don't think people would be super interested in it because, I mean, if all you care about is beating chimps and not actually watching the person beating the chimps, I feel like you watch that one video and then you're just like, okay, I beat chimps on this map. I'm done. And then you just click off, you know? I don't know. I feel like it'd be something I'd like to do though. Maybe I want to do challenges on chimps. I've done a couple, but I definitely want to start exploring that a little bit more.
$5 from guy who's only played UFO 50. Getting a lot of Rock on Island vibes from this.
Nice.
And $25 from Fireball Kitty, who says, pop, 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 pop. 2 more, pop, pop.
I don't care about the pops, dude. I'm happy with the pops. It's the leads for me, my guy. Think about the leads. When you're throwing darts at leads, that sound haunts you in your dreams. It does. Bro, that gives you nightmares.
All right, so we're going to get the carrier flagship.
The leads versus darts do not work.
Ramps up the damage of everything, the planes, the missiles. There are a few other things that it does. It has tier 5s tend to have like some interesting things that, in addition to just increasing the damage. So one thing is that you can actually place towers on top of this, which is pretty helpful in certain
Pretty
maps.
cool.
We're not going to use it here, but you can.
It's very cool. You could do this on like the 2D. With like BTD, you could do this in like a 2D format, but this is such a cool thing to see in a 3D format, in my opinion.
You can use it in other maps, and it's actually very nice.
Yeah, like if you're in a body of water, you can use it to place an outpost.
bro, go
on
in
top,
Monkey
something
Ace?
like that.
Yeah. Then it also buffs the attack speed of monkey aces, which we're not going to use here. But most helpful is it buffs the attack speed of all water towers, which is very nice.
I'm surprised he's not going like sub commander or something. I don't know, man. I just feel like he's not buffing his subs enough. I don't know. Maybe me being the sub buffer that I am. It's a little sad to see.
Round 75 is actually, because we have the carrier flagship, is not going to really be an issue. You see that I'm placing a lot of things. I'm using a lot of abilities. This is an ability-based strategy, so this map actually has the potential to kind of brick the run if I don't juggle my abilities correctly.
I do this way too often. Like, I depend so much on abilities. Like, the thing is, I need to come up with better passive strategies, and that's a big problem with me, is like a lot of the strategies I come up with or that I like to do are based on like if I can hit ability at the right time. That's why I kind of like Corvus, is because if you hit, like with Corvus, it's basically all abilities 24/7, so you have to get everything as close to like reasonably perfect, right? I say perfect, but you got to get as close as possible to their best timing. And it just always sucks when you miss like one thing. I don't know. I got to stop doing these types of strategies. I'm really bad about it because it loses more than it wins with me because I'm not good enough.
So I'm going to have to like focus particularly in the late game. But round 78 has a very interesting way of doing it when you have a water-based strategy with using Brickle. So the first ceramic rush is going to come, and if we use naval tactics for it, the rush will disappear. And the cooldown for the naval tactics will actually expire before the second ceramic rush comes. So for a hero like Brickle, you can just use naval tactics twice and not have to worry about round 78. There are other heroes like that.
I mean, that makes sense.
They have abilities that let you basically clear all the ceramic rushes. For example, I think Sada has that.
Sada's great. Yeah, Sada has the level 10 ability where they can go across the track multiple times. It's also amazing for taking out like purple balloons as well if you're using if you're doing like a magic monkey only run. Sada is just very great. Who else, by the way?
We clear all the ceramic rushes. For example, I think Sada has that. Sai has that.
I'm not familiar with Sai. I know of Sai, but I have not used. Is that the monk? The monkey monk? I gotta start using some of the more popular heroes that people use.
I'd recommend sort of being aware of that.
Yeah, most of the heroes tier 10 abilities will do that. In Brickle's case, the mine doesn't hit ceramics, or it doesn't blow up on ceramics, so it wouldn't work, but most heroes it would, like Gwendolyn, Firestorm, or anything else.
Yeah. Gwendolyn is great for leads, for sure.
As long as you're prepared for it, it's usually not that big of a deal.
I usually
around 80, we'll just
use like
we would not
Sniper Monkey
without naval tactics,
for
so
ceramics, which is not a great strategy, but
that. And now this late game, what we're going to do is get this tier 5 version of this Buccaneer called the Pirate Lord.
Love the Pirate Lord.
What this does is it makes the power do more damage, but most importantly, it gives you more harpoons, so you can
and you could get bigger ones, right?
6 Moabs or 6 BFBs or 2 ZOMGs. And insta-killing 2 ZOMGs is actually huge.
It is. That's massive. Too bad you can't kill a baddie.
Can actually insta-kill ZOMGs.
But I mean,
so
a really cool strategy that I've thought about, I've wanted to showcase for a bit, is it's a completely water-based strategy, and it's basically a Pirate Lord Buccaneer with the sub-monkey preemptive strike, because what you can do is as soon as you break open that shell, it also involves the spike factory, but as soon as you break open that the baddie with like whatever you call it, the not the ballistic missile or the preemptive strike, the one in the middle, first strike, whatever, like you do that and then you immediately pull it in with the Pirate Lords. Like you can end a Chimp's game immediately as soon as that outer shell is gone if you don't have enough to take down the ZOMGs, but you have just enough to, for some reason, shred the baddie. I don't know. It was a strategy I thought of.
It takes a while to get through.
They have a lot of health.
It's always kind of cool to think about new ones.
Fortified ZOMG on round 78, but
97.
Sorry, 97. Yeah, sorry. But we'll also see on round 85, we'll just insta-kill that wave, and it's really, really fast compared to just popping them down normally. And then we just got this glue gunner. We'll explain that after round 85. But round
probably for Glue Storm for the DDTs, I assume?
Just waiting for the second one to spawn.
That'd be my guess.
Then, so we're actually going to get a third tier 5 here, which is going to be the Glue Storm. Right now we have the tier 4 version, which is the Glue Strike. This gives an ability like that, which drops glue on everything on the map. The glue slows down regular balloons, and it debuffs blimps, and it also removes immunities from DDTs. So
that's what I go for a lot. I love the Glue Storm.
Tower for the 90s. I think I need to start focusing.
Yeah,
so
so I can explain. Yeah. So essentially, as mentioned, it removes the immunities, and since we have a lot of darts and explosions going on with our strategy here, the DDTs are immune to darts because they're lead, and explosions because they're black, and so the glue strike will just remove that. For 90 and 93, you can just use naval tactics because it increases damage, so it's preferable in that case. But it doesn't last long enough for 95 because 95 has a huge rush of a bunch of
Okay, so he's using it.
DDTs. I think it's
so this actually is worrying me a little bit. I assume he's going to be able to beat it, obviously. This is kind of worrying me a little bit. So just normal Moabs are starting to kind of feel fast. I hope I don't know what he's going to have as a solution for the DDTs. Maybe the glue storm itself is just going to be enough, but I don't know. We'll see.
I think it's like 25 or 30 in a row.
I just realized, is that warning? This game contains flashing imagery. Been up there though, bro. You guys need to be lucky he didn't get the Homeland Defense. That thing is crazy. That thing flashes like every time you use it. It's just a white flash.
Blue storm lasts for 10 seconds, so it'll be enough to handle the whole wave.
So he's definitely slowing it down to be able to do the damage, but how are you going to handle DDTs?
Whoops.
Yeah, see what I mean though? The DDTs are just too fast.
Yeah, so for these DDTs, as you can see, we can't handle them, so we need to use naval tactics for them.
Okay.
Just place it down there, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, the placement positions are sometimes kind of tight to figure out exactly where you can place it. So in that case, he may have placed some stuff slightly wrong, so there just wasn't quite enough space up there. The Buccaneer actually has.
Does he still? I was gonna say, does he still have the little wizard or not wizard? The dart monkey, little dart monkey there. Yeah, he does. Bro, think he's a part of the team. All right, sorry. Keep going.
To tell, like, it doesn't look huge until you get the aircraft carrier up, but.
Oh, he threw down a balloon sabotage. No.
Just
Shinobi tactics. He hasn't gotten balloon sabotage
yet. It
yet.
lasts a very long time, so and it lasts just long enough to de-lead every single one of those DDTs.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's getting another Sabo there, which he'll use for 99. I assume maybe 98 as well. I don't remember.
No, just 99. We don't have time for 98.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, he got the not the energizer, the plutonium reactor, whatever it's called, plutonium reactor.
So just grabbing a few other things here. So yeah, as mentioned before,
okay.
97 will go down instantly, but 98 is a. 98 is the densest round. We didn't really talk about it.
Yeah, 98 is going to be a
round by far.
Crazy round.
So you just need a very large amount of total damage and Pierce to get through it. Using the glue storm, which will.
I think this is good. Yeah, that's good. That's good. He's got it.
And then also naval tactics.
No,
Wait,
DDTs.
I didn't click the thing?
Oh, yeah. There it goes. Okay.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah, dude, those
then,
DDTs, you've got to be careful with those suckers, man.
Late, but what we're going to try to do is...
so here's another thing that I've noticed they have not mentioned yet. You can soft lock yourself if he presses an ability, especially for ability strategies. As someone who does a lot of ability strategies themselves, you can soft lock yourself from winning. If you, for some reason, say you don't have enough money to buy another tower to take care of whatever that ability was supposed to do, all your abilities are on cooldown, you start a round where DDTs come through immediately, and you require at least, like, say, one of those abilities to function properly, you're done. You have to restart. So, like, when you do things like this with the ability strategies, a lot of the time, if you screw even one ability up, you're restarting the whole game. It's not from last round. It's the entire game. That's the only problem with these types of strategies, because they can become very dependent on your what you do and human error, essentially, right?
Use the first strike to clear that.
Nice.
We'll explain the first strike a bit in a bit. So
that was good. The fact that he only leaked the one time with the DDTs was really good too. A lot of times, it can be difficult to assess, like, when something like that leaks, it can be hard to assess, like, what you can do. But then again, I think these strategies are pretty much solidified, right? They're already,
which is Bloody Puddles.
So
Bloody Puddles used to be the hardest map in the game. It used to have this absolutely miserable dart substart, but now the Ninja Kiwi added this new monkey called the Desperado, which makes this start substantially.
Bro, if he goes Avengers, it's gonna be so funny. Bloody Puddles also is not the hardest anymore for anyone out there who doesn't know. It's actually Tar Pits now, which technically Tar Pits is a hidden map. It's not really a real map, I don't think, but I think Tar Pits is definitely gonna be the hardest for a long time. They would have to change something in the game for it to even be workable on chimps, because I don't think anyone's been able to beat it on chimps except by modifying the game files. So I think someone was able to beat it by giving the sub-monkey, I think it was either +4 range or +4 damage, and then Mahalik was able to beat it by giving himself, I think, double the starting cash in a custom challenge map, or a custom challenge game. So, I mean, I just don't think there's a way to beat it on chimp. So I guess I guess I shouldn't say it's the hardest map because it's a hidden map, but I would say the hardest like hidden map is definitely tar pits for sure. I would love to see someone beat it, but I don't think they're going to be able to until some changes are made in game. But we'll see.
Easier. It's still not an easy map. You can see there are a lot of lanes.
Still like
Yeah.
either the hardest or second hardest map. But
To be fair,
Desperado
Desperado does
improved
make
the
it
early game a lot.
easier though.
This is like a revision of a existing already expert map called Muddy Puddles, which is similar where it has like these paths going down. But on Muddy Puddles, they go down one path at a time and they change every wave. So I guess they decided once people beat that, because it actually wasn't possible on release, but once people beat that, they wanted to make it even harder. So they added Bloody Puddles. So now you have to deal with 2 waves at a time. And yeah, it's a rough map. So this early game is going to be precise with placing a lot of just random towers like dart monkeys and some snipers and stuff like that in various positions.
So the snipers are nice because when they shoot, they can actually shoot things that are off screen and
The snipers. He did. Wait, am I stupid? I'm hearing them and talking, but I don't. I guess they're just talking about it. I assume they're about to add snipers.
They just pick
Okay,
a balloon
yeah.
and then instantly pop it. The issue with
Sorry,
this,
I was kind of looking away for like a split second, and I got lost for a second. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. I got lost in I got lost in the sauce.
strategy is that at least this early game is that the sniper shot timing varies depending on when you place them down during a round, which can mean that you either survive or don't. It can make a difference. If you're placing them down in between rounds, so if you don't have auto start on, then the timing's a lot more consistent. But because we have auto start on, it's substantially
But it's a
less
speed run.
consistent. And
So
sometimes you'll like die on a round and then you'll retry it and survive. And the reason why that happens is because of the sniper shot timing or like some like RNG resetting. So dying is slow, or you might think that dying is slow, which it is, but if I die, the reason is because it's to reset all of that. We'll just go with that.
Yeah,
That's a good excuse.
All part of the
Or sorry, that is a good reason. I completely agree 100%. If anybody asks me, I back that decision. 100%.
Something we didn't talk about is targeting options. If you're not familiar with this game, with each monkey you can choose what you want them to target. So by default, they'll attack the first, which is the thing that's like closest to the exit.
Oh, did he change targeting? I didn't even see that. Or is he just talking about it?
We'll just go with that.
This may be something they change
it's all
later. I
part
didn't
of
see him
the
change
All part of the
targeting on
plan.
anything.
Something we didn't talk about is targeting options. If you're not familiar with this game,
That's funny, bro. Bro's putting the ninja monkey in the pond. I know what he's doing with the mouse cursor. I'm just
with each monkey you can choose
joke.
what you want them to target. So by default, they'll attack the first, which is the thing that's like closest to the exit on screen within their range. With snipers though, since they deal multiple damage per shot, which is rare for early game towers, they do 2 damage. We tend to put them on strong.
Okay, so he changed one of the sniper monkeys to strong. That makes sense. I do that too.
Like to get through the early game, because that way they're not wasting their damage on red balloons. And the other benefit is that the big
He's getting close. I don't know if you saw that. He almost leaked. Oh, he's got three sniper monkeys. I didn't even see the one off screen. Oh, he's got 4. He's got one way in the top left as well. I've not been paying attention well enough, apparently.
So having them take down the
okay, I got to put my phone down. I'm sorry.
Shell as fast as possible, then it prevents them from getting as far. So
it happens.
And you're gonna see me do nothing different, and
it's just gonna work.
It'll work, yeah. It's also this
Dude, that happens to me all the time. I don't do any like it'll it's funny, dude. For a game that is like based heavily on strategy and like placements and managing your upgrades, all this stuff, right, to make it so that you actually beat whatever, right? You beat the map, you beat the balloons, whatever. There's some RNG that is just, I mean, there's RNG in almost everything. It's just so funny.
Sub can be weird.
Yeah, it's because it's shooting darts that they last a long time, but they're just kind of spinning around. If they're headed towards a balloon and that balloon pops, then it'll just change direction. And
the way their mechanics work is it doesn't matter if they're pointing at the balloon or not. I think they just, it's like an instant pop, so it doesn't matter if they're actually pointing at the balloon. They just instant pop if that's what they're targeted onto, I think. So they're slightly different.
Yeah. And so the hero we're using
monkeys
in
up
this
to strong.
map
I
is
never do that.
Gwendolyn.
Interesting.
So Gwendolyn, her deal is that she loves fire. She's a pyromaniac. She has
She
this main
does.
attack, which I'm sure will surprise all of you, is a flamethrower. The reason why we're using her is one,
Bro, I hear her voice lines in my sleep. I used to, oh God, here we go, bro. We're gonna hear. If please, Deacon, if you leak one time, a single time after placing her, dude, I'm gonna cry because then I have to hear her say, "Is someone sleeping?" And I don't want to hear that. Okay.
So when she gets to level 4,
Oh boy.
she gets this passive
So
ability called the
excited.
Heated Up buff, where all towers within her range will get increased damage and they'll get lead popping power. So when paired with snipers, it's actually
Which is really nice too.
very strong. So
One for you.
Gwendolyn also buffs fire towers, which is actually surprisingly less common when
Oh,
you're
nice.
using her.
We're finally
with
using
snipers
Wizard
is,
Monkey.
Very strong.
Or not.
So
Bro's
you're getting
going
this
top
wizard
path
here.
with
So
probably Wall of
one
Fire.
strategy with these kind of big multi-lane maps is to get these global range towers like the sub or the snipers. Another
Maybe.
approach that you can do, we're combining both of them, is to get a tower that only covers half of the map, but it covers it very well. So this wizard is going to just provide some very much needed relief for the sub.
Oh.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's
Oh, he's
it's
not
got
going
pretty
Wall
long
of Fire,
range, so
he's
you can,
going Monkey
hit
Sense.
3 lanes, which is always enough to do
Or Intense
at
Magic.
least some damage throughout.
Yeah.
Interesting. I
And
thought he
also
would
has a
have.
level 3 ability
Wait.
that I'm sure will also surprise you. Drops some fire.
I would
on the road.
have. I can't. There we go. I thought he would have gone. Why not place it closer to Gwen? Go Wall of Fire. Why not do that? I don't know. I'm sure Deacon has his reasons. I don't know. I feel like that would have been better though, right?
And Gwen also has a level 3 ability that I'm sure will also surprise you.
I don't know.
Drops some fire on the road.
Yeah, and that does a lot of damage as stuff walks over it. So it's actually
I guess Gwen already has a Wall of Fire, but you could have 2 Wall of Fires covering 2 different tracks. I guess is where my mind was at with that, by the way.
it's actually really important for
And then do what you're already doing with the arcane top, and then that allows you to choose your placement of fire.
round 40 for dealing with the insides of the Moab.
Maybe both strategies work. I don't know.
If you pop it in the right spot on top of it, then the insides basically die instantly, which is great.
Yep, and I'm adding some glues here for extra safety. So we're now preparing for round 40.
Nice.
We're going to do a very weird... Oh, I didn't get this. We're going to do a very weird thing, which is normally you'd want to just get this up to this alchemist upgraded immediately, but we're going to try to upgrade it at the very end of round 39. Otherwise, we will not survive round 40.
Oh, I see. So you are still using the fire on the other side for when you throw the Molotov, but I still don't understand why not the Wizard Monkey's Wall of Fire path, or at least the second path, the cross path.
Yeah, so the alchemist, the top path upgrades.
Maybe I'm
allow
missing
for a certain
something.
number of attacks. And
I
this
might
is
not be
something
thinking
that you
everything
the first buff that
perfectly
you
all the way
get.
through.
It only lasts like 10 shots, and so since the sub is always shooting, then it'll consume those quickly.
That was a
If you wait to
very
upgrade it
quick
until,
round 40.
The Moab spawns, then you can make sure that those attacks are used on the Moab, which is important.
Yep.
Monkey, are you going for... I'm not sure what we're going for
And
here.
So now we're getting some villages. So we've seen the villages, but we're getting this discount path. And what this does is this allows you to save money in chimps because everything placed within its range is cheaper. And one pattern that's actually very common is to...
I guess I go that path so rarely, I guess I just wasn't thinking. But yeah, true.
To get a second discount village in range of the first one, or right next to the first one.
Oh, that's such a 10 IQ play. My God. Dude, use your first building that you built, or your first, like, let's say you're an architect. Use the skyscraper you built to build a suburban neighborhood. You know what I
This
mean?
will give you an extra discount. This thing's...
You can't use supply drops in chimps, can you? Can you? No, you can't. I don't think so.
Things get more discounted, but more importantly, these villages have these other paths that are very good, we mentioned before. So this path has jungle drums, and this increases the attack speed of all towers within range, which is very good. So you do want to get that. And then there's this middle path, which we used before as well, which gives camo detection for all towers within range, which is going to be very important in particular for this sniper, because this sniper will not see camo organically. So if you get 2 discount villages like this, you're able to actually get both paths of, or you're able to get the benefits of both of the remaining paths, which is very nice, and you get some extra discounts.
That makes sense.
The trade-off is obviously there's a lot. These take a lot of space, and these villages are have a pretty high upfront cost. So it's only really worth.
That's the third alchemist now? No, second alchemist.
With
Okay.
it if you're doing kind of a spam strategy.
And then it looks like there's already a ninja monkey on the track. I assume that's going to be the Bloon
where you're
Sabotage
spamming a bunch
monkey.
of tier 3s.
Yeah,
Or the Bloon
something
Sabotage.
I don't remember if you mentioned, but
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah.
okay, yeah, the upgrades only work up, or the discount only works up to tier 3. So,
Yeah. And so the strategy we're going for here, the main strategy is called the Axis of Havoc. So there's an achievement in this game called the Axis of Havoc where you get all 3 tier 5 snipers in a game of chimps. So the first tier 5 sniper we're going to get is the elite sniper. Right now we have the bouncing bullet sniper, which does what...
Oh, wait a minute. Is he going to go... Oh, there is actually... I have that achievement, by the way, to get all tier 5 snipers in a chimps game. I have that. Why... I wonder why. So I guess that makes sense. But what is the... Oh, I guess with the... God, I'm trying to figure out what the point of getting the middle path for the sniper is. Because you get supply drop. And then the elite drop or something, whatever it's called. Does that give you a buff? Maybe it gives you a boost too. Maybe I'm just misremembering.
Is what it sounds like. It shoots a bullet that bounces onto other balloons. It also has shrapnel, which is very nice. We're going to upgrade it to the supply drop, which...
Maybe Elite Sniper does give more. Regular attacks also damage lead. Okay, so they do. Okay, I guess I never really thought about it.
For its price is not actually a very good upgrade. It doesn't do enough.
No, it's not. I mean, you only get, what, like 1,100 or about $1,000 or so dollars, so... And that it's only useful like maybe once per round, twice maybe in like the later rounds, maybe. So, I mean, Elite Sniper, you get 3K, so 12K, so it'd be 3, 6, 9, 12, and then plus 900. Let's just go to 15 just for the sake of, you know, taxes. So that's 5 rounds. It would take 5 rounds to get your money back as an Elite Sniper.
Enough damage and pierce to justify its cost. But the reason why it's so expensive is it gives you an ability that doesn't exist in chimps that gives you extra money and lives.
I didn't think it existed in chimps. I'm glad that I was right about
You
that.
can't make money or extra lives on chimps, so...
yeah, you used to be able to use it, and it was funny because you'd pick it up and you'd get +0 money and +0 lives, but they took that out because it was kind of a distraction.
I disagree.
We actually unlock Gwendolyn's level
I think
10
it's
ability, which is
a funny
Firestorm. It lights every
thing.
balloon on fire and gives every tower the
Not
heated up
distraction
buff,
at all.
which is very important for this map in particular. Because there are these rounds where there are, like this one, where everything is on the outer 2 lanes where Gwendolyn can't fire, so she's not able to apply the heated up buff passively. Now we're going to upgrade this guy to the Elite Sniper pretty soon, and what this does is this substantially increases the attack speed of the middle path sniper.
I forgot about that.
And
it does do
provides
that.
an attack speed buff to all other snipers on the map.
I did
so when
forget
you're doing
about
a sniper-based strategy, it's very important.
I forgot it.
to
It's very
actually
beneficial to
generally
other
get the
snipers as
sniper
well.
first. And for us in particular, it's very important to get this for round 63 because we will not survive round 63 without the Elite Sniper.
What is 63
and next up,
again?
We're going to upgrade
Is that ceramics?
the second sniper to its tier 5, which is the Elite Defender. This is going to take a while, so this would be another great time for a bunch of donations.
I've got 'em. I've got a few donations from our folks internationally.
Bro is just clicking like his
$20
life depends on it.
Slipoberry, who says, "Thank you for the amazing horror block. Greetings from Finland." Huva Swami. $25 from Nexus.
Hold up. I'm going to look back at this real fast, just really quickly.
Greetings from
Sorry.
Germany.
I was looking at something just
And
really fast.
$25 from Vincent and Miranda. Greetings from a snowy Sweden from my 2 kids, 6 and 8, who wanted to donate to a great cause. Now show those balloons what for. And remember, our next game is Animal Crossing City Folk. There is a bid war for the character choice, where the top 2 choices will be chosen. Number 1 is far and away the pink-haired anime girl, but number 2 and 3 are in close contention. You could get Pigtail Girl for player 2. It's at $50 right now, and Spiky Hair Guy is currently at $75.
Bro, Harley Quinn. I want to meet Harley Quinn's voice actor. I don't know who she is. I want to meet her though, dude. I just want to meet her, not in person. Just want to get on like a Discord call or something, you know, and be like, hey, thank you for the nightmares. I truly appreciate it. No, I'm just joking. I'm just kidding. But that'd be cool. I would love to play Harley Quinn with Harley Quinn. That'd be cool. Or I guess Harley Quinn with Gwendolyn. That'd be cool. But yeah, I do hear her
also
voice all the
at
time.
6,400 out of the $10,000.
I don't even use her that often anymore. Maybe like every other game. But for some reason, her voice lines over everyone else's voice lines is just like ingrained in my brain.
Hey, make the difference there. We are also at 6,400 out of the $10,000 we need to upgrade to hard mode for that Contra Operation Galuga, later today. Once again, when you go to gdq.gg/donate, make sure to apply the incentive.
Hard run modes are so nice. So yeah, y'all got to get your donations in for that. Well, I think we have time for any more if you have a.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Bro's
see.
trying to get that elite defender.
$15 from Kitchen Tiles. Had to donate during the Bloons run. This game has melted my phone's battery, but I still come back to it. Good luck on the run. Question for everyone: who's your favorite monkey?
Oh god, I've probably answered this a million times. Wizard monkey, probably. If I had to choose hero, though, Corvus. Corvus isn't even that good, like, strategically. I just really like Corvus. I mean, favorite monkey implies any hero or tower, so I'm gonna go Corvus, because Corvus is cool. But if I had to choose one of, like, the base monkeys, I would definitely go with, like, Wizard monkey or Druid. What about you guys? Let me know.
Who's your favorite monkey?
I really like the Desperado now, particularly the top path. Big fan of it. And yeah, I've been there as well, melting my phone. When this game came out, I was playing it a lot at my job because I.
Okay, good time. I gotta go take a quick break. I'm gonna give you guys a little lore. I have chickens. Okay, I'm back. So, I should mention, I have more than chickens. There's also rabbits involved. When rabbits and chickens get involved, things get hectic. Not actually like involved, like they don't attack each other. They're separate. Animals need exercise, so you let them out sometimes. Let's continue. All right, let's go, Deacon. What you got?
Downtime. Definitely destroyed my battery back then.
Well, Roland,
Dude, mine
Victor,
too.
Celia, and
I don't know who that is. I'm assuming the couch is David. Yeah, dude. To this day, I can't even get to past like round 120 or 130 on BTD5 because my phone is so old. Things already starts lagging. Dude, even my computer here is not the best computer ever. So it lags when I get to like almost round 300. So it's like by the time I'm like round 270 or something, I'm just like, do I want to keep going? Or do I just want to like stop using abilities and just let it go? And this is with no effects on, right? I turn my effects off, so.
And Mom have an answer with their $10 donation. We've been playing Bloons together since before Celia, age 5, was even born. Our favorite monkeys are Dartling Gunner, Banana.
Did I say crazy math games earlier? Now I'm realizing my joke wasn't funny. It's cool math games. I said crazy math games.
Banana Farm, and Ice Monkey.
Great choices.
Good choices, especially the ice.
Wait,
Yeah,
sorry,
ice.
what was
Banana
her favorite?
Farm and Ice Monkey. 5 was even born. Our favorite monkeys are Dartling Gunner, Banana Farm, and Ice Monkey.
Great choices.
Great choices.
Good choices.
Those
especially
are.
the ice. I'm a big fan of ice.
I love the carrier flagship.
Bro, I bet Deacon was like super happy about the Paragon. That was really, I don't know, dude. I don't know. Both of them said, especially the Ice Monkey. So I'm assuming both of them were happy when the Ice Monkey got a Paragon. I'm just assuming.
So we got the tier 5, the Elite Defender. This is everyone's favorite sniper. It's just a moderate amount of damage on a single target, but very, very fast.
I personally like
it's
Cripple Moab
increases
better,
the attack speed as the
but
as
Elite
balloons
Defender's a
get
close
further
second.
down, but you don't
I agree
really
with
notice that.
Yeah, but again, talking about like synergies earlier, the Elite Sniper and Elite Defender have a great synergy together because the Elite Defender, since it does single target damage, it's really good at cracking open the blimp layers, and then the Elite Sniper just has a lot of pierce and a lot of projectiles, so it'll clean up the insides pretty well.
Yep.
So they go very well together.
Yeah.
And now we're going to actually build into our third sniper, which we're going to upgrade to the May Moab. I'm also prepping these other snipers, which I will explain in a bit. But so what the May Moab does is it does increased damage to blimps, and it stuns them for a little bit. And particularly being able to stun blimps, there aren't a lot of ways to do that, so that's actually really helpful. Then when you're doing Axis of Havoc, you're not really able to just get all 3 tier 5 snipers, especially on a map this difficult, and survive. You need to couple it with some type of ceramic cleanup. So with sniper strategies, one really effective way at getting ceramic cleanup.
Sorry guys, I promise I'm gonna give commentary. I'm just listening. Like I'm just learning now at this point. I'm just learning things.
That works for some reason is to get a few bouncing bullet snipers and then give them an alchemist, because the bouncing bullets have shrapnel. They bounce. They have pretty good.
Does the shrapnel take out ceramics though? Does that actually do major damage to ceramics? I mean, I guess I could see that.
Pierce, and the alchemist makes them a lot better.
Yeah, and they also benefit from the Gwen heated up buff as well.
Yep.
So they'll end up.
I guess I
doing a lot
could
of
see that.
damage
Yeah,
smaller
that
insects.
makes sense. Harley says
positioning
burn.
here. You can see when he's trying to place it, the like X1. So this alchemist only gets one
Sorry,
discount just because
I'm telling you, her voice lines are just like embedded in my brain. I can't help it.
range is fairly limited because stuff taking up so much space. And one's good enough, but
yeah, you usually want to get double discounts. So now, so we mentioned snipers have global range, but the one thing that's been a real pain in this map is this truck. This truck actually is a line of sight blocker, but if we spend $1,000, we can actually get a helicopter to remove it, and whoa, the helicopter
Well, you made a mistake.
crashed, created another line of sight blocker, and we have to spend another $500 to remove it.
And it creates another line of sight block.
So Ninja Kiwi decided to add that to the hardest map in the game. So thank you, Ninja Kiwi, for that.
It's kind of funny if you really wanted to think about it. Like, this is the hardest map in the game, but then you look at something like 3 Mines Round that is like the complete opposite. That literally has way more line of sight blockers, but gives you a ton of money for removing them instead of, you know, making you spend a lot of money and for nothing essentially. But on top of that, it's also used for like literally every world record. I think the deflation world record is literally on 3 Mines Round. It's just funny. So that what my point that I'm trying to get at is line of sight blockers are not always a bad thing. It just depends on the context. Okay, so don't judge your local line of sight blockers too prematurely.
So we could go for the tier 5 version of the sniper,
was
which
dumb.
we'll explain
That
in
was
a bit. But before we do that, we're
such a
going
dumb
to
bit.
get
I'm sorry.
some support. So the first is we're going to get is one of the best support towers, which is another. We're getting a glue gunner again, but this time we're
Let's
going with
go.
the bottom path. We haven't seen that
Love
yet.
the bottom path. I have.
Surprisingly.
Bro, I've seen that more times than I can count. I love the bottom path glue gunner. It's so sick.
This is the Moab glue. It shoots glue on a blimp and slows it down, which is really good. The upgrade on top of it is also really good, which is the relentless glue. What this does is when a blimp breaks open after having the glue on it, it stuns all the balloons within its range, which is really nice. Just stunning balloons in general can provide you just enough time to survive. And then the other support tower we're getting is the Moab press. Every few attacks, this actually makes blimps move backwards, which you can kind of see here. And being able to make blimps move backwards is so good. So
yeah, and these are especially good versus the slow blimps like the ZOMGs that being able to push them back. Since they move so slow, they don't make much net distance. And basically, yeah, so we're using this, we're setting up a bunch of slows and support on this one side, which will stall out one side of the map while the snipers can shoot the other side. So they'll tend to spend most of the early part of the wave shooting down on the right side to take out that part because it's not getting stalled, while we stall the left side in the meantime.
Yeah, and this is just a very nice way of dealing with this, with weird multi-lane maps like this.
You know what's funny that I've been thinking about this whole time? I remember at the beginning they were talking about how great Desperado is and how great it is, like early game, getting it on the track, and like, oh yeah, it released it, made this a whole lot easier. Bro, they ain't. I mean, I agree and I see what they're doing. It's just funny because they haven't. I don't think they've given any of their Desperados a single upgrade after they hyped it up so much. It's just
you
funny.
turn it kind of into a pseudo single lane map in this case. Because this map, I think United knows, has a lot of lanes. So.
Yeah.
93,
5, right?
We really want this Firestorm is going to be really helpful because there are DDTs that we have a hard time popping without having lead popping on all of our snipers. So this is one of the rounds where the Firestorm is very helpful.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
the
one of the
DDTs are
crosspaths,
fixing to start. I'm
decisions
curious.
that Deacon made is
I'm not sure how this will be handled, but I'm pretty sure based on all his upgrades, he's probably fine. I mean, with the main Moab as well as with the glue gunners, with the relentless glue, obviously. I believe he got the boomerang monkey that maybe, I don't know if it has the pushback. I wonder if he's going to get that ninja monkey in the bottom right, give it balloon sabotage. He might, I don't know.
is on his.
I'm just curious to see how he
middle
handles
path snipers,
the
he's
big
using the attack speed path,
DDT round.
rather than the top path would give more
I
damage.
think he'll be
and it would
fine
give
just
light
with the
popping,
setup, though,
but
honestly.
Since we have damage giving from other sources, from Gwen and from the Alchemist, then using the attack speed ends up being a little bit more effective overall.
Yeah, and it's cheaper, that's the main thing. And so now we're going to go for the tier 5 version of this main Moab, which is the Cripple Moab. What this does is this substantially ramps up the damage. The shots also have explosions, so they do a little bit more pierce, which is nice. The most important thing is for round 100, it actually debuffs blimps that it hits as well.
That was surprisingly really well. Now we got to get to 98, and we'll see how that goes. And then obviously the baddie. I think the baddie will be fine, but we'll see round 98. That was a surprisingly good DDT round, though. That was insanely good.
So it makes them more susceptible to taking damage. And for round 100, this is a really big deal. It makes it
yeah, sorry. I was trying to think if this is the last one. I think this is the last one. I don't think there is a... Yeah, there's not another one after this.
Especially because the lanes are kind of short. So we'll get that here. You'll even see like these UMGs get popped down very quickly now.
Yeah, and that's an excellent synergy with the Elite Defender, because the Elite Defender attacks so fast.
Now we're going Ballistic Missile. Yeah, I'm glad it finally got a little cameo in the here, you know. I am a believer in the preemptive strike route, okay? I'm a believer. I stand the Ballistic Missile route, okay? With the advanced intel.
Adding flat damage on top of that.
I use it too much, but I stand it, okay?
And now we're going to go for this first strike, which is specifically for round 100. It gives this ability that shoots a missile that does a huge amount of damage.
Oh, I see what he's going to do. He's probably going to rip the baddie open and then destroy it instantly, so that way it doesn't leak its internal balloons, right? That'd be my guess.
On round 100.
Or he might not be going that strategy. He might just be using it for heavy damage against the baddie. But I do know that is a thing that you can do.
And I think we tried to allude to it, but it was a bit fast. What we want to do on round 100 to save a little bit of time is to layer skip it. So
it's funny that he's doing this because they literally teach you this in the tutorial, and it's so funny that he added this in at the end. I don't know how many people is going to get that, but this is literally a thing that you learn in the tutorial. They're like, you can use this ability, and if you hit it just right, it skips all the internal layers.
If you use the first strike ability
I hope that's why he decided to do this. I get it's probably good for the speedrun as well, but I hope that this is the reason why it's here, because it's just so funny.
A specific part of the damage phase, you're able to pop the round 100 guy without spawning any of the insides. So we're going to try to do that here. I tried to do that on Ouch as well, but we didn't succeed.
Did you? Maybe I didn't notice. I mean, Ouch was like an insane water. You used a bunch of different water skills, so maybe I overlooked it.
We had to use.
Let's see if he gets it.
Other stuff.
Yeah.
But
It's about halfway through the last
No.
This is when it gets used.
So we'll do this.
Not quite.
Last phase.
He got it. He actually got it.
Some other stuff.
Yeah,
but,
it's about halfway through the last damage phase is when it gets used.
So we'll do this.
Right
This is the
there.
last phase, and then there you go.
That's crazy. GG. He got it.
Yeah, so that's Bloody Puddles done, and now we will move on to the final map, which in my opinion is the hardest, which is Ravine.
Oh, Ravine. We didn't even do Ravine. Or he didn't do Ravine. I didn't do nothing. Yeah, he didn't do Ravine. I knew there was one left. I was thinking, like, is there one left? And for some reason, I just couldn't remember.
So I'm going to have to focus here.
Yeah, this map has a
Ravine sucks. Ravine, in my opinion, is not the hardest map, but it absolutely sucks. It is a horrible map to do anything on.
It's a very precise start, and it actually wouldn't be possible if not for one little map obstacle. There's a sword in this.
And doing this without the free dart monkey is also insane, because it's like, God, I hate Ravine, dude. Hate it with a passion.
Right. And we'll have to pull that out at a certain time on round 7 just to.
I do this similar start every single time with the dart monkeys, and it's like it never works out for
Take
me.
out one of the green balloons. But yeah, so we have.
I don't know how bro was able to figure it out, but
like
I never put a dart monkey down there though. I normally put it to the top left, in between all the paths. That's probably my issue.
That, monkey in the top right had to be on last, and.
Yeah, I need this. There's a very specific visual cue here. That should be okay.
Yeah. Hopefully this works here. And
Yeah, this is gonna suck. I'm excited to see it, but it's gonna suck.
Really snipe
yeah,
that
you
one
get
balloon,
that snipe on that red.
Yeah, and then this green. There's a green that's going to leak if we don't use the sword like that. So.
Oh wait, he
Ninja
used
Kiwi
the sword. I don't think
there's
I've.
green that's going to leak if we don't use the sword like that. So
that is a cool sword. I always forget about that sword there every time I play Ravine. But Ravine it sucks, but it's cool. It's a cool map.
Ninja Kiwi forgot to add that sword when they first released this map, so this map was actually impossible on chimps.
Yeah, I think they hotfixed it pretty quickly, so it was fine. But it's a funny story.
Yeah, and then round 9 is actually hard to do quick.
I wonder if they're gonna add something like that to tar pits, because I feel like, I don't know, man. I feel like tar pits at this point, they gotta add something to make it possible on chimps, right? I mean, it's not a real map, right? So it's not like a real map like Ravine or whatever. But I don't know. I feel like I want to see a tar pits chimps run where no modifications or mods are being used at all. Like that would be sick. I would love to see that one day.
I need to play.
I wanted to be that person, so I spent 3 hours trying to do it on chimps. I couldn't figure it out. I tried everything from the sub monkey to. It's been a while. But I tried so many things.
Monkey fairly precisely, quickly. I think this should be good, but we're not going to know till round 11. If we don't survive round 11, then I have to restart the level.
Yeah, unfortunately, we can't do that trick where like you place another or have another tower range indicator show up because Dart Monkey is already the cheapest tower. So.
Yeah. So let's cross our fingers for round 11 before we talk about our hero. So yeah, let's see.
Oh, dude, Geraldo, this is about to be a crazy game, isn't it? Geraldo's going to go insane because...
There's this yellow. We need to be able to pop.
Bro, going to open up his backpack. Yeah.
There we go. Okay. All right, so the hero we're using in this map is Geraldo. So the heroes we used previously, they have this main attack that gets stronger, and they have these abilities to let you push past some of the harder rounds. Geraldo does not have either of those. His main attack is bad and doesn't get better, and he has no abilities, but what he does have is a shop full of items.
Which is a very creative, I gotta say, I'll give it to Ninja Kiwi. That is a very creative way to introduce heroes. Same with Corvus. Corvus and Geraldo are very unique in that sense. They're very creative in how they were developed.
Whoa, a shop full of items. Like the Yeti, one of our merch supporters.
Yeah.
The Yeti.com/AGDQ, where portions of the purchase price from all items sold will be donated directly to Prevent Cancer Foundation. Amazing.
Yeah, definitely check that out. The shirts are always fun. I always end up getting some of them. But yeah, so this shop has a lot of...
I have not... Okay, a lot of this is going to be new. I've only seen Geraldo in very specific strategies or videos. I've never actually messed with Geraldo because I don't have Geraldo, but I've heard amazing things.
Things you can play.
I assume Geraldo is very similar to Corvus in a way where instead of spending mana, though, you spend money. And the way that it works is as, Geraldo levels up, he gets more things in the shop you can use. I'm assuming that's how it's set up.
So these
and he's got his little totem there too.
Like
I'm aware of the totem.
Quite a bit stronger. He's placing these the road spike.
Oh, bro, we got the druid cameo. Let's go. I've been waiting to see the druid,
which will help catch leaks because this map's very difficult and you leak a lot, but you can't leak on chimps. So.
No, you can't. If you leak, you lose.
Yeah, now it's just kind of getting some other towers down for their game.
And we're going to use this actually really, really good item.
Tube of Amazo glue. Oh, apply a tube of this anywhere on the track and watch the next bunch of balloons slow right down. Last 4 rounds.
Item, which is the glue. So what the glue does is you place it down and it slows down balloons. If you're using Geraldo, you'll often, if you find yourself dying while you're using Geraldo, just chuck a glue down at the entrance and you'll survive. It's very, very good.
I will keep that in mind for when if I ever use Geraldo. I probably will one day, dude. Probably in like a year, there's probably going to be like this crazy like Geraldo strategy that I want to try out, like the Desperado strategy.
Be good. So. There aren't really a lot of cheap towers that slow things down, so that's why it's so good.
Yeah, like it is temporary. I think it hits like 200 balloons, but the alternative would be, I think a glue hose would cost like $3,000 or $4,000.
Yeah, a lot of times you use like a
glue. I didn't think about it. It hits every single balloon coming through. So yeah, Geraldo is okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying now. Okay.
I think a glue hose would cost like.
Oh, and he got Heart of Oak. Very nice. He's going for the Spirit of the Forest.
$3,000 or $4,000.
I like it.
A lot of times you use like a 110 glue, which is still pretty expensive and not quite as good.
And, it doesn't have like the pierce that the pilot glue does.
Yeah.
I now see the light. I now see Geraldo in a different light. I need to get this guy, I guess. Bro, I already need to get Silas and Admiral Brickle now. Now I need to get Geraldo. Dude, that's 7,000. So you're telling me I have to save up like 20,000 monkey money? Why? Why would you tell me this?
Using these items to save up for this tower, the Druid of the Jungle, it's a really good tower.
Because obviously I have to get a skin too, by the way. That's why I'm adding an extra like 3K on there. I got to get a skin for at least one of them.
Speedruns because it has global range, and in particular, it creates this vine that has global range. It can show up at the very front of the map, and as mentioned, popping balloons at the very start is very fast.
Very helpful. Very helpful.
We're going to get this glue down here for round 31 as well, and I want to place it a little bit late just so that it lasts through like kind of the later rounds. I'm going to get down a monkey ace here. I'll explain that in a bit. What we want.
First ace I think we've seen. I don't think we've seen a single ace play yet.
Is also use this camo potion, which Geraldo has, which will temporarily give 1 tower camo detection for 5 rounds, which is it's just very cheap. The alternatives for getting camo are not very cheap.
Yeah.
The only like Etienne, but that's a hero. Maybe the Monkey Village would be like 1280 something. How much is the Geraldo shop for the camo?
Is camo detection for
215? That's not bad. Yeah, that's like almost $1,000 cheaper than the Monkey Village. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Yeah, if you could manage Geraldo, I could definitely see this being a crazy hero to use.
Alternatives for getting camo are not very cheap.
Yeah, again, it would be like getting a village if you want a permanent solution. But this gets us through the 30s because there's camo on 33, 36, 37.
Yeah.
And that's just enough. And then we don't have to worry about it till around 42.
So we got this tower, the monkey ace, so you can tell this is a plane that flies around and shoots these darts that never hit anything because they shoot outwards. What we're going to do is upgrade it to the Neva mistargeting, though, and this will make the darts stop missing because they will home in.
Oh, and he got center path, of course.
So
nice.
Before we do that, though, I need to. There might be some stuff I do here. Okay, now we'll get this. So.
What are we going for the cross path? Anything?
So the Neva mistargeting is very nice. We're also going to have to give.
I guess to get him out of the.
Because the end of round 37
okay.
has.
I mean, I get it, but like, it's just funny that he dragged the thing all the way to the bottom left. I mean, I get it because the Neva mistargeting is that's what that's for, but he just dragged it to the bottom left, dude. Like that ace, the monkey, it doesn't even matter, dude.
That our Druid isn't
Poor
able
monkey
to
ace,
solo.
man. He trained in flight school for 25 years for this, man. And you did that to him.
And the global range is very nice. There are line of sight blockers on this map, which make it very hard. Like snipers don't really work very well.
Yeah, because the bridges.
This other item called the Jar of Pickles. This increases the attack speed, but increases the damage, but reduces the attack speed of the tower it's placed on. So there's a trade-off that you kind of need to understand your tower very well to do. This blade trap is a very good round 40 support thing for if you're using Geraldo.
I'm just learning about Geraldo
so
at this point.
You don't want to use them too much, but it is very helpful on round 40, particularly on this map because round 40 is actually pretty hard to deal with.
Yeah, we don't have like any defenses for Moabs at this point because we're still kind of getting stuff set up because the early game was really rough. So using that basically.
Yeah, I've had that experience on this map too. Moabs on this map are very annoying.
Which is important.
Because it's hard to get past the early game as it is, so you already have to make so many changes.
As kind of our permanent buffing tower for this. This tower pairs really well with the Alchemist because it's shooting 12 darts right now. Every time it shoots 12 darts, it's considered 1 attack. So the potions don't really wear off very quickly because the potions wearing off depends on how many attacks it does, and each dart does I think 1 damage or something. But when you buff when you give it an Alchemist, it doubles the damage, or it doubles the damage because it adds like +1 damage to it. So you're basically doubling the DPS of the monkey ace.
And you're bringing another one.
And we like monkey aces so much, we're actually going to get a second one. So we're going to get the top path this time. So the darts are going to miss.
Are you still going to get centered path or no?
This one is at the tier 3, we get this thing that shoots this missile at blimps. So the missile does not miss, so that's very nice. Apparently it used to. Apparently it used to circle around a lot.
Yeah, it was really funny. It would just like spin around a blimp for like a second or two.
Yeah. I'll explain this dart monkey in a bit that we're going to place here, but on round 51, Geraldo is going to unlock this bunny that costs about $2,000 and doesn't do anything, but we're going to buy it. It's very cute, and this is $2,000.
Sometimes all you need is a super cute wee bunny, or several. What does it do? Is there like a secret to this pet bunny that it does something? I don't know enough about Geraldo, guys.
$2,000 and doesn't do anything, but we're going to buy it.
I'm feeling like this might be a...
cute, and this is GDQ. We saved the animals here. Then
I'm sure it does something. I don't know.
Then so actually on round 53 we can get another one, and you know what? Let's get that one as well. You see me getting these upgrades to these dart monkeys, so this is we're upgrading into.
Bro's not even going to talk about the
Juggernaut
bunnies.
Has quite a lot of pierce, which is nice. It hits a lot of balloons.
There's a reason. There's
real
a
nice
reason. I don't know what it
is,
but there's a reason. I feel it in my
this map
bones.
is it knocks back balloons as well, so it serves as extremely good ceramic stalling in the mid and late game, which we kind of need.
Yeah, ceramics will be a big issue for this strategy. So.
Yeah, and then also
very crazy, dude. That Moab did not.
Off of walls. Oh, well,
it was so fast
as well. But these projectiles bounce off of walls, and when they bounce off the walls, they can actually re-hit targets, which is really nice. Really nice. So this is a kind of tower. It's pretty cheap, and it can punch well above its weight on those kinds of maps.
Yeah, if it's like shooting down the bridge and there's a bunch of ceramics, they'll all just get like knocked back super far. It's great.
And then
oh, we got another
around
bunny.
59, we can even buy a fourth bunny.
Oh, good. That's important.
Again, just kind of as a flex. It totally doesn't turn it into a demon bunny that jumps around everywhere and pops everything, right? And it's totally not a reference to Monty Python and the Holy Grail, which has this bunny that jumps around and bites people's heads off.
I see.
So what this bunny is really good at.
I was legitimately unsure of what they were doing. I don't think I've ever seen the bunny used in a game. I was legitimately so confused. As someone who plays BTD6, I should know what the bunny does, but anyways,
continue. Down ceramics. So round 63 has 3 very dense ceramic rushes, and we'll see how the bunny does on it.
I believe in the bunny. Bunny supremacy. How are we doing? Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
yeah, they're basically gone before they even get to the bridge.
It one-shots a ceramic, so how well it does actually depends on...
One-shots a ceramic, so that's at least 20 damage per hit.
Whether our darts hit it first, so it's kind of funny.
Oh.
And then when Geraldo gets to level 13, so the next thing is that his shooty turrets actually get upgraded. They become very good for their price, so we're going to want to spam them down as much as we possibly can. But in the meantime, there's quite a bit of idle time, so this would be another great time for some donations.
Okay, so we're getting towards the end here. This is really an interesting run. I like this run. This is probably my worst map, so I'm sorry if I've been a little quiet for this run in particular. I've just been very focused on the strategies in which they're using, because the ravine in particular is a map that I have always struggled on to a certain extent. Now, obviously, I don't want to start using like Geraldo and using their exact strategies, but it kind of gives me insight into ways in which I could craft my own to improve my game on this specific this specific map.
$15 from Asfaron. Was excited to see Bloons Tower Defense 6 on the schedule, and was even more excited when I saw OneEyedDeacon was running it. Had to donate during the run. $100 from Mike. It's my first in-person GDQ, and I'm donating in honor of my partner. When we started dating, we were long distance and played lots of Bloons together. We just got engaged, and I couldn't be happier.
Oh, congratulations.
Congrats.
Congratulations. Love you, Maddie, and good
Congratulations.
luck to OneEyedDeacon on the
I'm
run.
here too.
$10 from Sandlord Kevin. Bloons is the best tower defense ever. I'm thinking so.
Agree with that.
Yeah. $25 from J Pappy. Had to donate during one of my and my son's favorite games. And $25 from Finbo. So excited to see my all-time favorite game on the GDQ stage. Best of luck for the run, and shout out to my girlfriend who agreed to watch this with me.
Never heard of one of those. What's that?
$250 from a sapient curling stone. Cancer bad.
Bro's placing all kinds of
Speedrunning
turrets.
good. Words difficult. Kindness
How many
easy.
turrets? You can place
Less than
4. It
3.
looks like.
Nice.
Well said.
So it looks like a
awesome,
big
yeah.
thing to use is the bunnies and the turrets
So the
with
next
Geraldo.
real thing we have to worry
Okay.
about is round 75, which we're not actually going to do anything specifically to address. We're going to kind of just cross our fingers and hope we survive. But
Praying to
round
the
76,
RNG gods for you
haven't
right now, my
mentioned it.
friend.
It also has one ceramic rush. So one thing you can do on ceramic rushes is to chuck down a glue at the entrance, which will slow down that ceramic rush, which gives our bunny enough time to pop it down.
My
which
guess is that
very nice.
the
So what we'll do
Deacon's
is
probably
we'll-
going to use the glue
only
for the
lasts 2
DDTs as
rounds, or I
well.
guess it lasts 4
Probably.
rounds, but it'll
That'd
get
be my
used
guess.
up. So we'll just place it down here, and then let's just.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're okay. We're
Should-
okay.
oh, maybe?
Yeah. Okay. For
We're good.
78
I
with
mean,
the
he's
2
good.
ceramic rushes, we're going
I'm
to
not involved.
prep that by getting these creepy idols down. What
That
these do is
scared-
they blow
that
back
did scare me,
balloons
though.
and stun Moabs. They're very, very good for their price. They only last 2 rounds though, so you can't just spam them. Or I guess you could, but.
I wonder if the Geraldo tub of glues, I wonder if those work for Moabs as well.
But,
I don't know.
They only last 2 rounds, and then what we're going to do is
He may have said they do or don't. I don't know.
on round 78, we're going to try to glue both ceramic rushes. I have a queue for the second ceramic rush, which is when we get to $38,280. I will place down the second glue to catch
That
the
is
second ceramic rush.
Insane, but okay.
So, we'll do that. And you can kind of, I think you saw for the first rush, a lot of it got blown back. Oh, I placed that way too early. That's okay. So you see we have a lot of money saved up. The reason why is we're trying to save up for this tier 5, which is the Sky Shredder, which has this hilarious description. The Bloons will wish they had never come. It's just ramps up the number of darts, attack speed, bigger missiles.
Do love me a Sky Shredder.
It's a very strong tower.
Yeah, it attacks very fast. It's definitely a bit of a bitrate destroyer. It's just covering the screen with
Yeah.
darts, but it's funny. And
Yeah.
as mentioned, it's one of the towers that can attack near the start.
And he got the centered path, of
and
course.
like see over all of the obstacles and stuff. So it's pretty good for that.
And then Geraldo also has these upgraded spike mines, which are extremely good. They're only $55 each, so what we're going to do is spam them out. Geraldo's items generally get really good in the late game, so you're going to want to use them as much as you possibly can. Let's get this guy down.
Yeah, something we didn't mention about Geraldo.
Yeah, so I don't think there's going to be anything super
that he,
new.
he has a limited
Obviously, I
stock
don't want to
of
just like
shop.
play the
I think he
video, but I
restocks
don't think
some,
there's
is it every
going to be
wave?
anything like super
It's every
new
level.
coming out.
And then the one thing is that round 90.
Probably
gets
gonna use a
this
Monkey
big
Village and
restock,
boost
which
it,
you
yeah.
also want to be aware of, but things move a bit fast.
Okay.
And now what we're doing is we're only gonna get 1 tier 5 here, so that's actually different from the other maps, and we're going to
That is
instead invest
interesting.
in some support. So the first bit of support we're going to get is this overclock. What this lets you do is it lets you select 1 tower and increase its attack speed by.
Why is your cleansing foam just in a
66%.
random...
So we're
No,
going
it doesn't
to
matter.
use that on our.
It doesn't
Sky Shredder
matter.
kind of, as much as we
Wait, why is the cleansing foam... Am I crazy? Isn't the cleansing foam is just on the tree stump? Why is...
can on
Okay.
some of the harder rounds. So this has some ZOMGs, which the Sky Shredder is not great at dealing with.
Wait,
but
who did you
overclocking it
overclock?
on our Sky Shredder, kind of
The
as
Sky
much as we
Shredder,
can on
okay.
some of the harder rounds. So
No,
this
that
has
makes
some
sense.
ZOMGs, which the Sky Shredder is not great at dealing with, but overclocking it makes it a lot better.
Yeah, so overclock is good on
Interesting.
like single towers that are very
Yeah,
expensive. Like we spent 45,000.
I
on this
never
upgrade,
overclock Monkey
and,
Aces.
Essentially, by spending 15,000 on the overclock,
Almost
it,
never.
increases its overall damage output by about 50% with the active uptime. So
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
there's a few other things.
I
You see that
do
point there,
overclock,
it's gonna be
but
going into
rarely ever the
Shattering
Monkey
Shells, which
Aces.
has an effect where if it hits blimps, it will, or anything, if it's fortified,
Yo, Mortar
it'll
Monkey
strip,
made a
strip the
cameo in
fortification off of it.
the speed run.
So,
Let's go. I don't even...
Anything
I
fortified
don't know.
has double
Mortar
health,
Monkey's
so
just Mortar
essentially
Monkey. I don't know.
it does half the damage to anything that's fortified. So it's
Oh,
very
interesting.
powerful.
Not going artillery. Okay, so you're going with the signal flare and shattering shells. Okay, I don't remember what the
Support
tier
tower,
5
especially
is,
for
but
like 96 and 98,
interesting.
which are very dense and have a lot of fortification.
That's normally what
so,
I go. It's just surprising. I
also,
only
as
see
far as
people
DDT,
go
something that
like
wasn't mentioned
artillery
was,
though, which is the middle
Sky
path
Shredder
most of the
actually has
time.
what's called normal damage type, which means it can just hit everything They'll do that sometimes with some tier 5s, particularly some more expensive ones, just for balancing reasons. It's easier to make
We're getting closer, by the way.
able to do everything rather than having them be restricted on.
Does Speedrun.com have like a BTD6 category? It does. Chimps. Each map individually. Okay, I don't know if there's actually one for this then. Yeah, I don't see like a category here of them having it. OneEyedDeacon currently holds 3rd place for Tinkerton. Oh, no. Oh, wait, why? Oh, I didn't highlight all. I'm so stupid. I'm so dumb. Okay, sorry. Didn't mean to give you. Okay. 2nd in Lost Crevice. What do you currently hold 1 for? You Castle Revenge on 1st. These are all chimps, right? So these are all chimp single player. 1st in just a lot of them in 1st. Yeah, like Quad Muddy Puddles. I say Quad Dark Dungeons. Yeah, lots of firsts. Yeah, very cool. Okay, I was just genuinely curious, but I guess there's not like an actual category for like this specific run. Not that I see at least. Normally they're here or there's a drop down somewhere, but there's not. I don't know
what they can hit. So this ending is definitely it's getting pretty intense here. A lot of stuff gets really far because, as mentioned, ceramics are a big problem with the strategy, but hopefully we'll be getting through that just fine. A few other things like some glue up there. Yeah, there's got the shattering shells, so he'll be having to retarget that back and forth across the lanes a little bit because they keep alternating out of the lanes they come out of.
So far things are going well, but the DDTs are coming through next
round.
round.
Round 100, but using a strategy that we use will pretty much insta-kill a bad. One of Geraldo's, actually we'll see 95 here real quick.
Monkey sub, okay.
DDTs and stuff.
It's just rare to see a monkey sub on this map in particular. Yeah, he's good. Yeah,
so
that's good.
One of Geraldo's,
those DDTs always scare me. No matter what map it is, the DDTs are always
so
a pain in the butt to deal with.
It just does a bunch of damage to the bad. And he has 2 of the rejuve potions in stock, so you can use 3 first strikes in a row, and that pretty much insta-kills the bad. And it will be time once the bad comes up, so...
yeah, once you see the insta-monkey at the end.
Yeah. A few other things he's... yeah,
got these 2 genies,
he is
very good.
He's very micromanagey with that mortar monkey right now, isn't he?
Blade traps just to make sure things get cleaned up.
Yeah, these genies just fly around and shoot a bunch of damage really fast. They only last 2 rounds and they're expensive, but they are hugely powerful. So.
All right, final round.
And then you can see.
Or final round for the bad.
First strike, rejuve, first strike, rejuve, first strike, and there it is. Time.
Nice. That was crazy. I want to say that again.
So, here's 99, and then you can see.
So he hit the blade trap right before he began.
First strike, rejuve, first strike.
Rejuve, drop this delicious drink anywhere. Watch its rejuvenating, restored lost lives, and reset ability. Okay, so he's resetting. I see what he's doing. So he's using the sub monkey to destroy the bad, kind of like how he's been doing, but he did this to remove the ability cooldown and then immediately use it multiple times, the first strike ability multiple times to initially take it down without leaking any of the internal blues. Okay, that's a cool strategy. That makes a lot of sense. That is very cool.
Yeah, so just to kind of cap everything off, for some shout outs, so thanks to the BTD6 speedrunning community and just the general community, but in particular, FrostyMate came up with the strategies for 3 of these maps, so thank you to him. Follow him on YouTube, he has some awesome guides, and he also streams on Twitch. Dorio came up with the Bloody Puddle strategy, so follow him on YouTube. He makes excellent guides.
I'm familiar with both of them.
For my black border.
And then Ninja Kiwi for sending me merch. So again, watch me on Twitch. I stream this. I also have YouTube videos. I make guides for chimps and the 2 people in the audience who like half cash. I make half cash guides.
Oh man, I'm so sorry, Deacon. I'm so sorry that you put yourself through that. Oh god, Deacon, I'm so sorry. I don't know what you've gone through, but I just want to say that I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry that you're still putting yourself through that.
And this game will be free on Epic tomorrow, so if you like what you saw here, definitely...
This is true. Go get it on Epic if you want. It is free from January 8th to the 12th, 11th? I don't know. It's a few days.
It's wonderful. So definitely check it out. And yeah, enjoy the rest of the marathon. Thanks for watching.
Well, that was it. That is the first BTD6. Is that the first one ever at GDQ? I don't think I've ever seen one. Maybe they've done them in the past. Let me see. But that is the first speedrun I've ever seen of BTD6. I'll just do BTD6 first, and then we'll do Wait, when did they do a Cult of the Lamb? Oh, wait, I didn't watch that. I promised myself I wouldn't watch it because I bought Cult of the Lamb last year and I haven't played it yet. But I told myself I would. So, Bloons Tower Defense 6. Have they ever done it before? Bloons TD, Make Your Own Victory, whatever. Kirby Air Ride. Pokemon Heart Gold Soul. Wait, is that live now? Oh, God. I might actually have to watch this. Pokemon, when is this happening? Hold, please. Pokemon will be once Tech Team does their... I will watch that later, probably, when that goes up, because I love me a good Hot Gold, Soul Silver speedrun. That's insane. That is it. I think that is literally the first time BTD6 has ever had one, a spot on GDQ. I could be wrong, but that is very cool. I'm sorry. What popped up as my next up? I'm sorry. What popped up as my next? Did you guys... what popped up as my next? What? Okay, we're gonna ignore that. That didn't happen. That doesn't exist. Whatever that was. Hopefully this was fun. I enjoyed it. I had fun going over it. It was very interesting. I'm happy that GDQ showed off Bloons TD6, and my God, this 3 hours. I did not expect to put this much commentary with this video, but I did. This video, the original from GDQ, the run itself is 1 hour and 8 minutes. It's 2 hours and 51 minutes is how long this recording has been going. I'll admit, I had to go do some other stuff for like 10-15 minutes, but it's like, first off, thank you everybody so much for watching and hanging out with me. Thank you for, if you haven't, go check out this video. Go check it out. Go leave a like. Go, give your support to Deacon and let him know how good of a job he did. Very, very cool. I love the strategy on Ravine. That was insane. For seeing a map that even I struggle with sometimes, like it's very, very insane. Very, very cool. I'm very happy that I got a chance to see it, and I hope everybody enjoyed. New video tomorrow. This is taking up the space for today's video that I was going to post, but I will post a back-to-back video for you guys. So new video tomorrow. We'll be doing a Corvus video. Very excited for that one. It will be my first ever public strategy that I've come up with that I don't think anyone else has, even though it's not like some crazy strategy, but it's really cool, and it kind of just covers my insight on how I form strategies and ideas that I have for the future and things like that. But yeah, like I said, go support Deacon, go support Games Done Quick. But yeah, I will see everyone next time. Thank you so much for your time, and see you tomorrow. Have a good day.